Part 2, The Bandit Menace. So here's the deal. That's the wrong intro. We're live now, by the way, because right before this, OBS decided to crash. Also, hey, thanks, May. I appreciate that. Look at that subscription for 8 months.
I got love peak emote. So cute.
Wow. So right before I hit the button to go live, OBS crashes. I reopen OBS, and there's just video files that are just gone off my computer now. So I was like, I wonder if this intro is going to work. And it started playing the intro from Dragon Heist. So it's got the streams are crossed and it shouldn't be. So I'm going to have to edit that into post. But hi, welcome everyone to the not scuffed DieFall Alderheart episode 6, the totally not scuffed show. Last episode, our heroes hit level 3. And as is tradition, we roll their HP live on stream at the next episode. So who wants to go first?
Not it.
Oh, this is good. Not it. Okay, we got to not it. This is like nose go. All right, ready? Nose goes.
Me. I'll do it.
I was gonna say, I was saying I was doing it too. I forgot I was muted.
Here I go.
Too late now. Eli's gonna go. 6.
Wait, a D4 plus
that can't be right.
That doesn't seem.
That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right.
Let me reference my cleric. Yeah, that's a D8. It's supposed to be.
All right, let's.
How did that happen?
I don't know why that's okay. Hang on.
Why is it D4, little fella?
I think they think you're half the size that you actually are.
Bro, I mean, we don't need to get into what happens in the bedroom.
It says D4 hit, but it says D. Did you just change it to D8?
No.
Because it says D8 on your sheet, but on the core portion it says D. Oh, you can click it and change it.
What?
Yeah, mine was just displaying D4 as well, and I'm like,
that's got to be an update. Okay,
that's new.
Here we go. Oh my god.
oh,
That's a natural 1.
Oh.
That's 4 HP. Oh no. That D8 really.
I'm really glad you went
out.
first.
The woodwork there. For a whopping 24 HP. Hoo boy. All right, we're here. Okay. Lucky. Let's figure it out. Okay, that's a 4. Yours says D10. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Wow, and that's not even a natural 1. That just exists.
That just exists.
That just exists.
You're in it with me, bud. We're fucked.
So an even higher 16 HP from Lucky. Wow, that's incredible.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said 24. My HP would actually be 26. Please, I need every bit of that.
Oh, is it actually 26?
Yeah, I'm 22 right now. It's 26. Please.
All right, cool. I think that means I think I had it incorrect previously, but that's fine. The sheet's never correct, just so you know.
Dude,
this is never right.
Who's to say?
I was gonna say before I rolled, I was a 15. So I guess that would be 19, unless you had a different stat previously and something else happened. With
I am totally okay with being corrected.
Okay.
Like I said, this screen tends to be wrong.
Okay.
So you're at 19?
Yeah.
Totally. Sweet. Let's do it.
Yeah, I was like, how did I subtract some? Okay.
Nah, it's cool. Because I think originally, like in some of the earlier shows, Dagonet had 24 HP listed on here, and clearly that was incorrect.
I mean,
I don't even have that
like
it. So Pez or Dagonet, who's next?
Oh, ladies first. Pez, go ahead.
I'll do it.
All right, so Pez.
Oh.
Wait, is your hit die actually a D4 for a?
I don't think
For
so.
a bard?
Let me see, bard.
Why does that say D4?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about for Eli.
Yeah, they
that it
all
should
got
be a D8.
changed
got
to like
reset.
D4s.
Yeah, you'd be a D8.
So here, so underneath
That's
your hit
fun.
die thing, I'm just gonna click on it and change it to D8. Apparently, if you just select that number, you can change it. So that's
Oh.
new. It used to be defined on your settings page, which it still is. So I'm not sure why it's not just pulling from that page.
Something
But there you
forked.
go. So now you have a D8, and that's a max. That's 9.
Yay.
That's 9. So we've got. All right. So what do you have? as
Somebody
your
had
HP?
to.
I'm
I
gonna.
think I
do
actually have
my
yours
favorite.
correct. So that's 27.
Yeah.
That's 27 HP for the bard.
I'm just gonna
Nice.
hide the whole time,
That's effective use of that 27 HP. Hell yeah.
helping.
All right, Dagonet, last and certainly
Alrighty.
not least,
Oh no.
please.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Okay.
another 4. That's 3 4s. That's-
party.
That is 3 4s. Oh, so what do you have as your total?
Yeah, it's correct on the sheet there. 18. Yeah.
Help,
Okay.
help.
So that'll be 22
We're
for the
cursed.
fighter. I'm really glad that that you guys that did roll low, most of you have really good AC. So this is it's cuz like wow, that is spicy. Okay, cool. So yeah, our friends are now level 3, which is wonderful. But maybe the health situation is a little tough. But yeah, let's to bring it back around. Let's have a talk. Malaveth, how have you been? What's going on?
No complaints.
No complaints?
Drawing more stuff.
Yeah. What are you working on right now? I saw you did a lot of expression stuff for your tiefling, right?
Keep on coming
Yeah.
up with ideas for her, but I should probably do commissions. So I'm working on a D&D party thing. So it's a whole like tavern scene deal. It's a lot of fun. It's a bunch of like dwarves and gnomes and hobbits. Like
That's
small
very
folk.
nice.
They're really-
Yeah, the things that you want to do versus the things that get you paid, right?
I try to do the things that get me paid and that I want to do. That happens sometimes. It's nice.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the ideal situation, sure. Cool. Glad to have you here. Hey Rob, how you been, bud? What's going on? How's life?
It's pretty nuts right now. It's a lot happening. Yeah, life changes and house things, and it's exciting. I saw a really nice place tonight that I was happy with. I've got a couple good options, applications floating around in the wind. And hey, I've been enjoying Temtem and My Chemical Romance is touring. So I'm living my best 10-year-old life because it's like Pokemon and emo shit. Like I am so
We're back, baby.
back.
We're back, baby.
Back.
Are you
Holy
doing-
shit. I'm staying up tonight to try and get tickets. It's going to be dope.
Nice.
I'm like, I'm not okay in the best way.
Speaking of Temtem, we have another slightly addicted person that I catch stream every day. Some more Temtem.
I've seen this.
Yeah. So simply, tell me about Temtem. Why is it better than Pokemon?
I wouldn't. Okay, so I'm the kind of person who's like, peace to both games. Both have good things going on about it.
Sure.
But the reason why I like Temtem more is because I like paying it on PC. It's $35 as opposed to $60 plus DLC content that's going to be $40, which is insane. It has multiplayer aspects. You can actually play in parties with your friends and do fights and stuff without having to only go to specific maps and blah 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 blah. And there's things like housing and stuff later that's going to be released where you can decorate houses.
Oh shit! Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
Is that what the furniture store is for? That makes so much sense.
Oh my god!
So they have 141 Temtem you can get now, I think, within the early access, and there's another 20 that are going to be released once the game launches. So,
That's insane. Wow.
so you'll
Very
see me,
cool.
You'll see me watching movies and just running around in circles on one map, just hoping for that like Luma one.
That
you
one.
know.
That one. Just the one. That's very
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I've watched a couple streams and I've caught yours, and it just looks like it plays like Pokemon, but I did not know literally any of those portions that you just mentioned about it. So
yeah, it's definitely
really
a lot of people come in and they go like, "Oh, is
life.
this a ripoff of Pokemon?" And it's like it's the same genre,
Sort of.
and
Sort of.
there's definitely like some feel that's the same. Like you have a Temtempedia, so you're like etc. stuff, but the combat's really different, and it's actually really hard compared to just the take hits, heal, take hits, heal. It's like you really have to understand your
there's synergies that go with it, that like moves are different if your teammate is a different type. Like it's
that was something that was
really
desperately missing from Pokemon was just difficulty,
just complexity.
Yeah.
I find myself running after every battle, back to heal and back into the next battle.
Not to mention, like, the first gym leader in Pokemon had 2 Pokemon you had to fight in the original game. This one has 5.
Oh, no.
Or, sorry, Pims
I'm almost... Is it the dojo?
Yeah.
I'm, like, right outside the dojo right now.
Girl, grind them levels.
No. Yeah, that was another thing. I went from fighting a level 6 to a level 14 in, like, the same route, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
you stepped on the wrong path.
Unspoken mark about like making sure you're powered up a good bit.
Yeah.
Holy moly, that's awesome. Okay, very cool. Because I've seen it floating around. I was like, do I need another game to grind? The answer is really no. I don't. I really don't. But like, also, I'm super easily swayed by things that my friends are doing.
Yes.
So, yeah. But we'll. All right, Rob, we'll see. All right. Currently, I'm addicted to playing Legends of Runeterra, so that's fun. Which is an excellent game, but also everyone seems to be running a really they run the same deck. I played yesterday, and I played 6 games in a row, and I played against 6 of the same deck. I was like, I'm going to quit now. This is no longer fun.
And
I didn't realize, like, that the meta had already developed for a game that's, like, in open beta.
Like... Every Steam comment I saw on Temtem was like, oh, they're like, this is the meta. You need to run this and this. And I'm like, this has been awake for 24 hours. Let it rest.
Yeah.
Please.
Like, all right. Well, that's what I've been doing. But hey, May, I'm not going to leave you out of this whole conversation here. Never, ever. How have you been? What's up? I also hear that you got your tickets to Gen Con.
I did. Carson and I went to Gen Con.
Hell
I was like, we were like in a family brunch because Chinese New Year was this past weekend. So like we were celebrating Chinese New Year. And like we were doing a Sunday brunch and I literally had like alarms on my phone. And I was like constantly like, is it noon? Is it noon? Is it noon? And like we had to go pick up a friend to like bring them back to our place. And I was like on the car, like logging in on Carson's phone, like making sure I was like gonna get the tickets. Like I was right there at noon.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah, I've got to figure out the housing situation.
That's
whether or not
next
what we're doing. I know there's the Corgi Club has like a barracks worth of beds that they have gotten. And I need to figure out if I'm doing that or because like some of my friends want to go too, and I'm like, I don't know if they want to do their own thing or what's happening, but I will be at Gen Con for sure, so that's happening. And then PAX East, which is at the end of February, I'm super stoked about too, so that should be fun. Do you guys want to play Dungeons and Dragons? I know it's kind of a scuffed start, but like, do you want to like do the thing? Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Roll me a D20. Let's get a little recap action, shall we?
Sword.
Yeah. Let's. I think did you guys hopefully got the bad rolls out of the way? Okay. I mean, 7 for Malaveth. We have 17 May, and then Rob with a 10, and Lucky with a 15. All right. Oh, yeah, it looks like okay. A 4.
Oh, thank God.
Malaveth.
Oh.
How does Pez recap our last episode?
It's been me for 2 weeks.
That's true. It has.
Oh, jeez. Well, there was some noise on the wall, so we went there, I guess, to try and help, even though they all had swords and were doing fine. I guess we had to go help or something. So we went to the wall. There were a bunch of the bad guys down below with weapons trying to take Alderheart or something. I'm not really sure, but there's a big wall, and I'm not entirely sure why they were trying so hard, because I don't know how far they were going to get, and there was a caravan. I guess they ransacked the caravan a little bit, but We'll beat them back. It was fine. But then they ran, and we had to try and find where their base was. Question one of them, I think, is what happened. Yeah, and he was like, yeah, there's the base is over there. I was something. So we went to the base. All sneaky like Lucky basically disappeared. Lucky might be a ghost. I'm not entirely sure. It's a possibility. I'm gonna keep that in mind. And then there was the base. Oh, the army came with us. The perch guard. Yeah, they were there. They were in the front. We had a whole plan. We were gonna go around. The perch guard was gonna go in front, and we went around. Well, the perch guard battled people in the front. Then there were people on the inside that we had to fight, so we fought them. I didn't really see too much. So we fought them though, and most of them had died, and then more came out. And then we fought them, and then more came out from there. And there was that fox lady, and then she was mad, and Lucky got real hurt. But then she died. I think I stabbed her. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Oh. Yeah?
You did stab her. Great job, Pez. You did do it. You did stab her. You stabbed a couple of people. I was really impressed, Pez. Congratulations. Yeah, that was a great synopsis of what happened last time. Lots of combat, but Frey Meriden, the one of the captains of the Bandit Coalition, was slain last week. Lucky's arch nemesis was killed, I believe, by Pez, with a dagger to the back. So that went really well, I think, for everyone involved. Cool. So yeah, I think that's where we find ourselves, is right in the aftermath of this battle, in this kind of this bandit outpost looking thing. And I guess, chat, I'll show you a little bit of what that looks like here. I'll bring up that portion of the map so you can get a quick look-see of what that is. There's a couple of tents and stuff in the fire, as well as like a guard's nest and some places for people to sleep and or captives to be taken. But yeah, so we find ourselves in the somewhat eerily quiet aftermath of the battle. The remainder of the perch guard. The Alderheart forces bearing down on the camp. All the order among the bandits just disintegrates. They flee in every direction, taking what they can, all the ones that were up at the front gate, and they abandon the camp itself. The cry of victory rises from the guard outside of the gates, and the day is won. It is noted, though, at quite a heavy cost for the perch guard themselves, and you guys took quite a few wounds as well. So in this night in the forest, what would you guys like to accomplish in this camp?
Question.
Yes.
So we had like two surrendered, like the Gerbine and the Mopok. They surrendered. Have the guard taken them away, or are they still like with us?
I mean, we're doing like right at the aftermath of the battle. You guys have just gotten them to surrender, so they are in front of you currently.
Dagon, he's swaying a little. He's not doing too good, but he's like, "You little Jabin, you stay right there while I take a seat, no? But don't be fooled that I cannot spear you if when I'm sitting, yeah." And he kind of takes a seat on the log by him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say.
Guarding this Gerbine.
Yeah, sure, okay. Just gonna... They kick their dagger closer to you to really make it clear they have nothing to do with any more of this fight.
Ah, yes, it's very smart, yeah? Very smart. You two over there, eh? Yeah? You drop your weapons. And they did. He's kind of staring at the Mopok across the camp.
Yeah, the Mopok, he has his hands raised and notices that his short sword's still in his hand, and he tosses it to the side behind him and says, yeah, of course. Yeah, we're gonna.
You slowly walk this way to join your friend. Yeah?
Mhm.
You guys
He
take a seat, yeah, here.
like Crab shuffles over and sits down next to the Gerbine, puts his hands down, and they're just kind of sitting quietly, looking around very nervously.
No, don't worry. You're in good hands. Yes, but just don't do anything too sudden.
Good hands. I mean, you killed everyone around us, but it's pretty good hands, I
Well,
guess.
you tried to kill us, so
We're just trying to survive, and grab a little food and bring it back to the camp and feed our people.
oh, you can purchase food at the market like everybody else. Yeah, you don't just take from caravans. You
Purchasing
break into
things
the
is-
city. That is even worse.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think we would ever have gotten into Alderheart. Not this time, at least.
What was there something in particular that you particular food that you wanted? Find cakes? What else would be in the city that you would want to risk all your friends for?
Not cakes, just corn, grain, rice stuffs. Like elbows the Germans. Tell them. I don't want to talk to them. No.
But
No.
if you just wanted the simple stuff, then why didn't you attack the caravan before it got to the city? But, your plan
Mopok, like,
seems
looks
a
up, he's
little.
like, wait, yeah, why would we do that? That seems... He looks down over towards Frey. He's like, huh. Interesting. Yeah, well. Oh, what are you gonna do with us?
Oh, that is for the Purge Guard to decide, and not us.
Okay.
But if you behave, I'll put in a good word for you.
He looks at you. The distrust is very clear on his Mopok face, even behind his little raccoon mask. Doesn't really believe that that's going to help anything, but they aren't making any moves. Rest of the party, what are you up to?
Lucky is 100% bloodied, but still trying to rip the shoes off of that one.
Still trying to get the shoes. Yeah, absolutely. You said you'd remember, and yeah, they're there. So there's just these fine black leather boots. They look. Let's see, because that was a Gerbine, right? Yeah, they look like they would fit you.
All right. Okay, so they look like they would fit me, but are they like an average shoe size? Or
I think if you spend some time with these boots, you'll find out some very nice properties of them pertaining to how the size works.
I don't know, because we saw that Gerbine like super quick move across the campgrounds, and I feel like with Lucky being a Gerbine, he would be like, I don't move that quick. I mean, I exercise like every day. I don't move that quick. He'll try him on and put his little shoes off, and grunting still because he's totally not helping. Just, it's fine.
It's a bit tough because even though they are a Gerbine and they were worn by them, they just aren't fit for your feet. But if you spend some time to attune yourself to them, I think you might find that they shape themselves nicely to you.
I kind of like my old shoes, frankly. They don't fit my feet very well. And he's gonna hobble over across the way to go sit next time I move my little character thing over here to sit on the log with Dagonet.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. You got anything you want to trade for these shoes?
All I have is your rope. I've got lots of rope.
You got my rope.
Yeah, the one
That's
you
right.
took.
Well, then I'll trade you my rope back. It's a trusty rope.
Oh,
I named it Steve. Can I have my Steve back? My rope.
sure, you can have Steve back.
It's
Like,
trusty.
well,
Everybody named Steve's trusty. Don't you know? You never know Steve in your life. Steve. You always
No,
like, hey Steve, I need a favor. They're like, hey, all right, I got you back.
now that I remember, yeah, the one Steve that I met on one construction job, yeah, he was very good. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
No problem. He's like rustling through his bag and pulls out Steve the rope and hands it to you.
This is canon now. That is Steve the rope.
Steve
That better be
the
marked on your sheet. Steve the rope.
Done.
Oh my god.
The shoes don't fit me very well. I don't know if they fit you, but I don't want to get blisters or anything.
But your feet are petite. What do you think that they would fit me for?
I don't know. Try mine. I'm not familiar with bird feet.
Dagonet's clawed talons flex awkwardly.
So good. So good. I mean, if you want to sell them, you can sell them too if you want. But, you know.
I'll put them in my bag. No, maybe someone in the city might be able to shape them to fit my talons. Yes, that might be very uncomfortable right now. I already move terribly awkward now. These
never
boots
wanna
as it
try
would be
on
awful.
New shoes. So when you go out on an adventure, you end up messing up your toes. You get some little. Nobody likes. Oh, nobody likes. Excuse me, talon calluses. So I forgot about talons instead of the toes. Wiggles his toes inside of his shoes.
Calluses on the talons is very yes. It's not fun. No. Yes, I will keep them and we'll see. Yeah. Merci.
So who took out Frey while I was under?
I was a little preoccupied by these, and he points to kind of like the dead bodies around him. But maybe Pez or Eli may be able to tell you they were by you, so they might know.
Right. Well, he just kind of looks over at Pez and Eli.
Eli is preoccupied making sure that Pez is okay. And sort of just kind of, sitting next to them and just it's all right. It was a dicey situation. It was self-defense.
They were just so close. I don't like it when it's that close.
I know.
I got blood on me.
That's all right.
Just gonna wipe it off on Eli's jacket.
Can I always want to use mending in a weird way.
How do you want to use it, Rob?
Can I just kind of like make the blood sort of like fade out of my clothing and sort of like pull the blood out of it?
That is prestidigitation, sadly.
Shit.
Not mending.
Oh, well. I will cut the bloody part of it off and mend it.
You could do that. Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's excessive. Yeah, I'll just sort of let it happen. And
Do you think Lucky's gonna be mad? I didn't mean to. I tried to stab her so many times and I missed.
I think Lucky will understand that you were concerned for a friend.
I mean, yeah, I didn't want Lucky to die or anything.
No, of course not.
Do you want to see what's in these tents? Maybe they have shiny stuff. Shiny stuff will make me feel better.
I think that's a great idea then.
Okay. Yeah, you guys want to kind of poke around a little bit?
Poke around.
Yeah, okay. I think at this point in time, some of the less injured perch guard have like started making their way inside the encampment, and do note that like Dagonet is sitting across from some captives, and they're gonna make their way over there. while you guys kind of look around. So yeah, you just kind of do a cursory look through some of these tents here, or at the front, you note that like most of these tents they're just like pallets on the ground where probably these bandits sleep, or did sleep until they all died or ran off. But you do note in one of the tents tied around the center pole are 3 bird folk. There's a strig, kind of in some like dusty clothing, and like shirt's a little bit ripped up. And then 2 galluses, a male and a female. The male wearing kind of like this very homely looking vest, and the female gallus is kind of like has an apron on, and it's got like little drawings of like corn and stuff on it. But yeah, they're tied to the center post.
Eli will. What are they? So you said that they're dressed in.
They seem to be in like villagers' clothes.
Yeah. Eli will rush up to them and just. Now, y'all folks, all right?
The Strig looks up at you, and you recognize this one as Harold, a man that you have met a long time ago in your travels over near Meadowfen. He lives just outside of Meadowfen.
Would he?
Eli?
Would he be part of the militia?
Potentially.
Hey, Harold! Oh my goodness! And Eli will immediately rush over to start untying the 3 of them.
Gods, I'm happy to see you, Eli. We have been here for quite a while.
What are y'all doing all the way out here? Far away from Meadowfen.
He, like, after you untie him, he like gets up and kind of rubs on his wrists and stuff and helps up the other 2, who introduce themselves as Telva and her husband Humboldt.
Okay.
Harold, he responds, well, I overheard them talking one of those days, and they said they were going to use us as ransom, sell us back to our families.
Despicable. Well, I'm afraid that shouldn't be a problem anymore. We'll get you back to your families free of charge.
Oh, good old Eli. I appreciate that. And he puts a hand, like, come on, tell the Humboldt, let's get outside. Are you alone here, Eli, or do you bring?
No, actually, I'm and he'll look for Pez. Where is Pez nearby?
She was just poking around in other tents.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Pez, you were looking for shiny things, right?
Shiny things.
In one of the storage buildings at the camp's rear entrance, there's an assortment of probably stolen goods. There's a chest of coins, collection of gemstones, variety of gold and silver plated urns, plates, utensils.
They're so rich, why are they trying to steal food? I mean, I guess you can't eat coins, but they're probably a ways away from a market. That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna take some of it.
You're gonna take some of it. What are you looking to take?
So there's coins, there's
gemstones, and there's like gold and silver plated urns, plates, and utensils.
I'm gonna make a necklace. I'm gonna grab a couple gemstones that'll look real good with the opal.
Okay, a couple, you say?
A couple of them, maybe like do some sort of pattern thing. I'm planning on a whole.
Sure. Let's just say they're in a bag. Do you just grab the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you have a bag of small gemstones.
Look, they got shiny stuff over here.
Where? Like he's like half lean. Where?
Like he's half dead.
Yeah.
Poor Lucky.
Immediately starts hobbling over to where Pez was. Where's the stuff?
There's this
I carry it for you. Where's the stuff?
In front of you, you see a chest of coins and a variety of gold and silver plated urns, plates, and utensils.
Lucky is just gonna take the coins. As much as Lucky would be happy.
How much Lucky would be able to carry, I suppose?
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of coins.
Lucky gets rid of his cooking pot. He gets rid of his winter blanket.
Lucky, those are useful items, no?
It's just like things getting tossed out of a tent in the corner.
I'd like to think that as they asked if I was alone, I turned around to introduce them to the party, and this is happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
all the leftover space Lucky is filling with. And then Lucky sees the cooking pot and he's like, oh, you're right, it is useful. Picks up the cooking pot and fills the cooking pot with as many coins as he can.
Yeah, Lucky. I'm gonna say it's a rather so for you, like carry the cooking pots, be like this.
Yeah, just
right. Uh-huh.
wait.
You're probably like 150 gold
Sweet.
pieces worth of coins.
Sweet.
There's roughly double that still remaining.
Do you hey, what is this? You what your idea like? You got a bag? What about you? You have a cooking pot? You wanna put in your cooking pot?
The chest does seem portable. With some help.
Yeah, but then it's not mine.
True. I think when you guys are like talking about this, the two like perch guard that have walked in, one's like a strig and the other a raptor. They look rather I suppose we could leave you all to it. We'll take these two prisoners off your hands and report back to the captain. And they like quickly scoop up the two captives and leave, kind of like averting their gaze, ignoring what you're doing.
Folks, I feel like we've lost our sense of priority here.
Just
Well, hang on, Eli. Now, I wouldn't mind getting my hand on a couple of those coins.
Yeah, it's bandit's coin. I mean, it's fine as keep us pretty much in that tent.
I mean, they kept me, Telva, and Humble here strung up for weeks.
Do you have a bucket or a bag? I'll fill it up for you.
He looks down and like he's in like torn clothing. His like he doesn't have anything.
Get that winter blankets I threw out. You can use that if you wanna.
Well, you're right. It's might chilly. He picks it up and just like puts it around himself.
I suppose the coin was stolen from the folks of the wood, and it is fitting that it should go back to the folks of the wood.
I mean, I don't see anybody's nameplate on it. Do I?
You think this was stolen?
I mean, they were bandits, so I would presume yes.
I thought it was just like a communal income pot, maybe for taxes or something.
No, and come to think of it, we should probably sort out your business account for your bardic escapades, if that's the way that you think taxes work.
I'm not even entirely sure what taxes are, to be honest with you.
True. Same. Oh my god. Yeah, so Harold like takes a couple of them and he gives some to Telva and Humboldt too, and they take them and they seem a little bit happy for it. Seems to ease them a little bit. They look a little malnourished, but happier with some coin in their hand, and they're looking around and they start picking through some of the dead bodies, mostly just to get some clothes. But Telva definitely fills up her apron pocket with coins.
You remember that where I came from? When we rescued her? You tell all your friends?
Oh,
yeah,
I'll
she's
never
famous.
Forget.
This bard's
She's
famous, by the way.
Famous.
All of Auderheart knows about her.
Oh, what's your name?
What?
Famous-
Oh, geez.
Famous bard?
Look, I was just looking at some coins. I was like, oh, holding that to the fireplace. Oh, hi, my name's Pez.
Yes. Now, sure He's famous. I've never heard of no Pez.
Oh, you're gonna? You want to hear a little tune?
You know, maybe in a bit. I'm gonna help my husband here. See if we can't get some warmer clothes.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna help with that. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. I'm gonna play a song anyway.
Perfect. What do you play for them?
An inappropriate Happy Time Jake.
Awesome. Yes. It's upbeat. It's jaunty even. And it really, like, it takes some effort for, like, Harold to not tap his feet to the song.
He gets it. That's good.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Do you want to take any of this other stuff? Do you want to take the rest of the coins?
What is Harold doing right now?
Harold's examining Frey Merridin's body. He's just kind of standing over it, hands on his hips, shaking his head.
Hey, Harold, if I may pry a bit, where did
What's
these
that,
folks
Eli?
pick you up?
Oh, hell. Heading back from Scorched Grove, Ash Barrow. We got picked up somewhere in between Ash Barrow and Meadowfen. I don't know how many got out, but they got me.
Were y'all with the militia?
Well, I was for sure. I met Telva and Humboldt here when I got placed into the camp. I'm not rightly sure where they got picked up at. I think they said they live somewhere near the Avium, which is on the other side of Alderheart.
But the rest of the militia, similar situation, you think? Bandits?
I mean, dead or captured, I think. Did any make it back to Meadowfen? Wait, how did you get all the way? You don't your wanderings don't take you this far, do they? And now you're in an abandoned camp, and you got blood on your blade, and...
My wanderings take me wherever folks need help, frankly. And
I did need help.
people in Meadowfen needed our help, and now it seems that this extends a bit higher than that.
So you did come from Meadowfen.
That I did.
Good. Are the fires still spreading?
Afraid so.
Shoot. Well, hope I got a home to go back to when I go.
Right at
But I
this
guess
really
it's-
sensitive moment, Lucky just jingles over and sits on the log next to him with a big pot.
Carrying a big pot full of coins, yeah. Harold looks over. Oh. Yeah, if I have a home to go back to see my friends and, I don't know, maybe prepare for some of the fire. You know how far it had gotten?
It was approaching winnow and reach right
Oh, no.
quickly. And
Past the fen.
Damn.
Well,
it's already on Alderheart's radar.
Oh, it is. The council knows then.
They do.
Thanks to us. I mean, that was our job.
Oh,
To go tell them.
well.
Yeah.
Eli, you are helping all sorts of folk then. That's good
Damn
for you.
trying.
Good for you. Huh. Well, that's the perch guards here. Suppose we'll go back to Alderheart then?
Oh, wait. Lucky's gonna look over his shoulder and look at Dagonet. Did that Jobine say something about not this time on the attacks on Auditioning? Did I hear that right? At Dagonet, because I know you were questioning him, I guess, or whatever.
They seem to be a little confused about them attacking Alderheart, though I'm not. I don't think they will talk to me. He kind of like puts up an armed. They obviously heard him.
Well, the guard had taken them away at this point, right? The two capturees or whatever.
Yeah, they had
Okay.
awkwardly shuffled out.
Yeah. Then Lucky's gonna look over at Harold and be like, "You've been here a while, right? Did you hear any talk about future attacks on Alderheart, or like you eavesdrop on any plans? You know?"
Well, I tried to. I definitely did try to keep my ears open. But they really did just keep us in that tent, only letting us out to, relieve ourselves a couple times a day. Didn't really get too much food either. And sometimes the guards would talk, outside. They do a little talk, but it seems like, well, most of them are kept out of the loop there. Some of the higher ranking ones, and he points over to the thief that you took the boots from with the eye patch. He seemed to know a good bit, and that one there, Vulpin, he seemed to be the leader of this bunch, but they definitely were getting orders from somewhere else.
Do you know which tent that particular Vulpin resided in this
Oh
space?
yeah, that big one over there.
All right. Immediately goes to look around.
Yeah. So you go take a look inside of the larger tent, the one that they had ended up coming out of. You note that it is pretty much just a tent for sleeping. It just happens to be larger than the other ones because it housed the captain and what seems to be like her personal guard, as well as her wolf. So it's just a little bit finer appointed, and you can, try and do a little bit more investigation on it, but it does seem to be just like a sleeping area.
All right. Trying to see if there's anything. I'm gonna do an investigation because Lucky wants to look around and see if there's anything that if she'd taken any notes down or.
Sure, yeah. Write an investigation.
Sweet.
Or write an investigation. Roll me an investigation.
This is gonna be
Write
great.
one for me.
-1 int. Let's go.
15.
Nice.
Not bad. So you do a pretty good investigation. You check under the covers. You check underneath like the bed pallets and stuff like that. You kind of rummage around to see if you can't find anything. Underneath Frey Meriden bed pallet is a folded up piece of paper.
Put it open it up and try to read it quickly.
Yeah. You open it up and you find that it's instructions on a day and a time to attack a Alderheart merchant caravan. So happens to coincide with this evening.
Lucky's gonna, as quickly as possible with his pot, shuffle out. Hey, I think I found some info that might be pertainable to today. You guys, there might be an attack coming. I don't know. You want to read this? Are you familiar with? I mean, Pez, you're familiar with Auditioning, right? You wanna, know anything about this? I'm gonna pass the piece of paper to Pez.
Do I know anything about that?
It looks like it's instructions that have been signed off by one Benna Saradin, which you remember being mentioned at the last council summons that you had. She seems to be the central leader of the bandit coalition at this point in time. And it's instructions from this Benna Saradin to attack an Alderheart caravan on the evening, your current evening.
Do I assume that was the caravan that was
Yeah.
attacked?
It would seem likely, yes.
I think this letter can tell the past. That's amazing. That's
Well,
the caravan that was there. They took the stuff. They did that.
Sorry, I lose track of time sometimes. But yeah, I guess.
No, I understand.
I was just trying to help.
Feel bad.
So I'll go and I'll go sit back.
Is there anything on the backside? I'm just gonna.
Is there anything? Excuse me, where?
I'm gonna hold it up to the fire, see if there's like anything.
No, there doesn't seem to be any like secret note hidden in the heat or anything like that. No.
P.S.
It just seems to be a piece of parchment with instructions signed from Benna Saradin to attack a particular caravan. Doesn't seem to be anything other than that. No other information included, but just that.
Maybe it's code.
Maybe it is code. You want to roll to see if it's code? Okay. I mean, you can.
I could. Yeah, fine.
You want to
Yeah,
roll to see
yeah.
if it's code? Okay. So I'm gonna need you to make me a big brain move here. Okay. So we've got to make some leaps in your brain space. So what would be? It looks like it'd just be a flat intelligence check for you. I'm looking through everything else here. I think it's just a flat intelligence check.
Oh,
That's an intelligence save, which is the same thing as your intelligence roll. So I'll count it. That's fine. That's a natural 20 for the int check. You are very sure this is not code.
I would like to inform all of you that this is, in fact, not code.
How many, do you guys know how many caravans go in and out of, Alderheart during the day? Do you guys have any idea? Any guesstimates?
I imagine probably is a few, maybe more, maybe less, depending on the roads these days. But the note made no mention of why that's caravan. No,
Yeah. That's what I thought.
is there anything in her pockets? Any extra? Do we
Sure.
did we get the list of the manifest? Did we leave before then?
The list of the manifest?
The
No,
caravan.
No, there was not time for you to be given the list. Because at that time the guard captain was trying to rouse the guard and go after them, right? But no one's taken a look at Frey yet.
Dagon just kind of like glance like around the camp and kind of see if there's any like crates or boxes that were recently put somewhere.
Okay.
Like
How
they'd
would
probably
you
be like
telling that?
probably cleaner, and there'd be like lots of footsteps around them.
Sure. The ones that you can make out the most of are set over by the back entrance, where Pez had found the goods.
Bez, had you gone through those boxes?
The shiny ones?
Yeah.
I'm pretty... Yeah, there's a lot of shiny stuff in there.
Is there anything in particular that stands out to you?
I got these shiny rocks.
Can you bring them over to me? My leg is it's quite sore after all this and those stairs.
Yeah. We should take a nap after this probably, and I'm just gonna toddle on over. Oh, look at this one's a red one. What's your favorite color?
Oh, let's see. Maybe vert.
Which one?
But that in the common tongue green.
Oh, I know that color. I'm gonna find a pretty green one and like, hey, there you go.
Oh, merci.
It's free. Here's the rest of them if you want to look through it.
Yeah, they just kind of like look and see if like what would be so special, other than like being shiny and probably valuable, but like why would they want to attack them in the city for these?
Sure. Roll me an investigation on these. 14. They look somewhat scuffed on the sides and somewhat scratched up on the side. It looks like they were probably pried out of something, and maybe stolen off of something else. This may not have been what they had gone to steal today. It just happened to be kept in that tent.
They probably needed more time to take whatever these were from, but they're very very pretty. Yeah, who's next to Frey? Check her pockets.
See no matter who's next to Frey, Lucky immediately like puts his thing down, like hobbles over.
Lucky leaves the money behind
Whatever
to go investigate.
I don't
Frey.
even know who you are anymore.
I mean, I got an eye on it. Just try to touch it.
Okay. So you look down at Frey. Frey is, well, dead, rather stiff, bloodied. You note that the short sword that she was wielding is not nearly as fine as the one that you had stolen off of her previously. It seems that she wasn't given a replacement at some point in time. She's wearing a fine suit of studded leather armor. She has a brooch that she is wearing around her neck, and there's a ring on one of those fingers. Bronze, studded with rubies.
Look, he's gonna try to take the brooch and the ring.
Yeah.
I'll check your pockets. Don't worry.
Easily enough. You do you like snatch the brooch off like we see in all the movies, or do you like take it off of her head and leave the cord
not
intact?
delicately at all. No way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the brooch is probably worth more than the chain anyway.
So you take the brooch and you take the ring, and yeah.
And then,
Do you actually check her pockets?
Yeah.
Okay. You find that she does have a coin pouch. It seems a little light, but she does have a coin pouch. And you're checking in all the interior pockets. Wasn't really carrying a whole lot on her. There seems to be like a little packet of like small, thin pieces of wood.
Okay. Weird. Like he's gonna take the ring and the brooch. And then he'll take the bit of box of splints of wood back over. Yeah, she didn't have much on her. She had a couple of things and not very much. But this box of splints of wood. There wasn't any notes about any future attacks. If that's what we're looking for.
I do not care for this situation, no? It is too many questions.
Yeah, I mean, from what very, very little experience I have with the bandits, I don't know if they'd attack Alderheart all that much. You know, it seems weird. Like there's
It
something
is,
specifically
yeah.
on that caravan, or it's like a distraction. I mean, they're fond of distractions, you know. No.
I wonder if the guards noticed anything else. If that whole thing was a distraction. They're after something else. If the whole guard was pretty preoccupied. They even left the city. Don't know how many stayed behind, but they would be short on hand. No, we should get back to Alderheart to see what the situation is there. Yeah.
I agree. What do you think, Eli? You think anything you want to do before we head back? I guess.
Eli, is there anything you want to accomplish before you head back?
No.
That was a very unsure no.
Well,
Don't think so.
Okay.
you got
Nothing in particular?
You can admit it.
No, I just feel like we didn't really learn as much as I'd hoped from this place.
I definitely agree that definitely was hoping that we would find out more.
I mean, Eli, do you remember? Well, let me rephrase that. Do you know anything about how many bandits their average would be at a stakeout like this? I mean, did it feel like it was pretty thin compared to normal numbers?
DM, what do you think?
sir.
How many were fighting the perch guard out front? Because
Uh,
we had what, like 5 or 6 back here?
You had a yeah, there was like 6 Mawpox,
a
3
wolf.
Gerbeens, a wolf, and a captain. The majority of them were outside, probably between 15 and 20. And some did, make their getaway as well.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine that they had similar outposts in the surrounding area. I mean, think about the attack on Alderheart.
Hmm.
They all probably retreated to separate camps, if I had to guess.
So what you are saying is that what we're looking for could be at one of the other outposts.
Possibly. I mean, if all the plans we found were plans that already happened, I mean, what else use is this place to us and our mission to help the perch guard deal with these bandits? I mean,
we
do
took
we
out
just
one
wait
camp.
for the next? Do we try to seek out the next camp?
Maybe we should ask the Push God if they, which other direction others may have gone, or if they're aware of other encampments.
As if on cue, the captain of the perch guard makes her way into the camp, and she sees you discussing things, as well as she sees the former hostages there, and so Munder makes her way towards you, wearing her military garb and the bright, shiny breastplate that seems to be a little bit dirty now, a little bit bloody. She seems to have taken a little bit of a wound on her left arm, but she comes in and says, "Oh, you all did very well today. I do appreciate that. Who are these?" And she gestures over to the other 3.
These fine folk were taken hostage by the bandits. This is Harold, Telva, and Humboldt rather.
Oh, good. Hostages. Well, we will head back to Alderheart, and we can make sure that they make their way home. Escorted, of course, by the perch guard. Have you investigated the camp?
We have, but it hasn't yielded much of anything we didn't already know.
Unfortunate, but we have a direction that they were heading. But I think tonight we head back to Alderheart and lick our wounds.
Well, do you
It
know?
was a victory for us tonight.
And do we intend to pursue this direction tomorrow?
I think I shall make my report to the council. You would probably come with me.
Well, what do you think, France?
Is there an elevator to the top, or do I have to walk up those stairs again?
Munder kind of chuckles. Dagonet, we will have them get the lift.
Oh, merci.
Okay. So Captain Munder turns around and leaves the encampment, kind of motioning for you guys to follow. Lucky, are you just gonna carry out the coins as is?
No,
What's
I
the
was
plan?
gonna ask. Didn't you say that one of the Gerbeens had like a hat on?
Sure.
Okay, he definitely like swipes one of the hats and puts it like on top of the cooking pot top.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like,
I'm just gonna
"Yeah,
hold
gonna
a
cut-
pot full of coins.
I mean,
Sure.
I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe.
That's hey, you do you. You do whatever you think you need to do with your coins, okay? Are the rest of you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Leaving the traces of the battle behind, the remainder of the Perch Guard, militia, and yourselves return to Alderheart. Honoring their sacrifice, the fallen are transported at the front of the somber parade back to the city. Those who cannot carry themselves are carried on makeshift stretchers, while the injured are helped along the trail home. Despite heavy losses, you and your companions are welcomed back to Alderheart as relative heroes. As you approach the bottom of the trunk, there are people that are cleaning up the caravan from before, as well as tending to the wounded still and or moving them up and down the lifts. And when they see the guard return, there's this mixture of relief, happiness, sadness, and cheering going up from the top where you guys had come down from, up on the balcony. It's an interesting thing to come home victorious from a battle, but still having those that you've lost. The Perch Guard, they kind of perk up at the cheers, walk proudly back into the city. There is a lift that is lowered down specifically for the guard and yourselves, and you can get on it and are transported back up to the balcony area of the tree, where you are greeted warmly by the citizens of Alderheart, some like tradesfolk and the some of the other Perch Guard that maybe didn't go out with it or were helping clean up. But they like clap you on the back and cheer and bring you into the fold in Alderheart, and they're all very happy to see that this particular bandit issue has been solved. Munder finds you in the crowd and says, "Come along then. Let's go see the council."
Yeah. Eli will follow.
Pop my neck. That felt really good. So you guys, you go back to the central area where the council chamber is up in the council plaza. And as you enter, you note that it seems there was someone probably who was run ahead of you, a messenger of some kind who has roused the council. Some of them look like they have just maybe woken up, whereas others, like Speaker Beta, looks like she has been awake for some time. You know, like she has some like, I don't know if this actually works for birds, but you know what? It's easy enough for us to visualize that they have like dark circles under their eyes. They seem a little bit ruffled, but they are wearing the same clothes that you like saw them in earlier in the day. So it doesn't look like they had actually gone to bed yet prior to when this attack had happened. Munder walks in, kind of holds the door open for you and ushers you inside, and shuts the door behind you and takes her place up by one of the podiums. You're then greeted by Beta, the council speaker. "Oh, welcome back, adventurers, and Munder. Oh, Munder, you look frightful, but victorious." Munder turns to the council speaker, says, "Yes, we were able to find the encampment and slay the captain, much to the help of these folk here. Yeah, it went rather well, though we did have some significant losses. I do have some promotions in mind for those who fought valiantly and those who fall and just as valiantly. There was quite a few injured that we have transported back, and I will need a squad to clean up and hopefully recover some of the goods that were stolen from us from the encampment. We will go on the morning." The council speaker nods. "Of course, Munder, of course. Now, my friends here, it seems that your arrival in Alderheart was quite fortunate. How many were there? Was there a lot? Did any escape? Which way did they go? I need information. I need to know things."
Well, it seems as though that was one of potentially many bandit field camps, if you will, that they made use of before the attack. And while we didn't find anything all that useful in this one, we were hoping to maybe return with the captain and the perch guard to another couple of them tomorrow.
I mean that one guy did say this time, implicatively saying maybe there'd be a next time they would attack Alderheart. I mean, I don't know. Dagon may have heard better than I did. But...
What was that?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Like sets his pot down next to his foot, but just still touching his foot. Lucky again. Hello. One of the captured. What was it? The Mupok, Dagonet, or was it the Jabin from the camp we were at? I don't remember, but they said that they didn't expect to get into Alderheart this time. Was the implication? I believe there might be another time.
So there we have captives then.
Yes, we have a Jabin and a Mupok. The Mupok, he didn't. I don't know if he knows as much as maybe the Jabin. The Jabin seemed a little more tight-lipped than his friend, but I would definitely have them questioned.
She nods and looks over at Munder, and Munder nods. Says, they've been taken to the goal. They will be questioned on the morrow. As for now, I have ordered my men to rest, recover. There's much work to be done. Vita nods. Did you see where they had retreated to? Did you see which direction they had gone?
We were inside the camp. Maybe one of the Putch guards. They were the ones outside the camp.
She looks over at Munder, and Munder's, none of my men have brought anything up that specifies any particular direction, though it did seem most of them were heading east. Vita looks around and says, I'm afraid that maybe what you have said, Eli, is true, that there are more of these camps around, and if they do plan to strike again, then, well, you can see my predicament in attempting to help Meadowfen and to solve this fire issue. If we're being beset now, not just... This is at Alder... They've attacked us on the roads. They've attacked caravans on the way here, but at our very doorstep.
Yeah,
It may not be the last time.
They're picking up innocents, too. Eli met a friend that they had picked up from the militia, right, Eli? So
Ransomers.
Yes.
They do this occasionally. They'll take some merchants from the caravan and attempt to sell them back to their homes. I'm glad that they're alive then.
They are, yes.
Well, we will see them delivered back to their homes as swiftly as we possibly can. May have a rather limited guard on the way back, but they will have at least someone there to escort them.
Oh, I appreciate that. And yes, I understand that because of the present situation, you're reluctant to split your forces between Meadowfen and protecting Alderheart, but we were hoping that we could continue to lend y'all a hand and hopefully expeditiously find a solution to this problem.
One of the council members, a Marin Raptor female, has a black vest on and a large gold chain hanging from it. It does look like they kind of hastily put themselves together. They don't look as well put together as they probably would normally at another time of night. Looks at you and says, did you find any personal items in the camp? Over the past few months, our caravans here have been beset on all sides, and, well, we seem to be missing a lot of things. Were you able to recover any or find any even? And when we send out that guard with Munder on the morrow, we should maybe be able to pick some up.
We did. They did have quite a large amount of loot at their camp. We actually brought some. And he looks at Lucky.
You did?
Yeah, we got this hat. Is this hat amongst the items that you? And he looks over at you like, amongst the items that you.
That was not exactly what I was hoping you would say.
did
I'm
find
sure that
the,
hat belongs to someone in the city, though.
We found the box. We left it there. We, I have like he like points out like bits where he's been like gashed and cut and stuff. He's like, it's hard to carry everything back, but I brought the hat. There was a box that had some extra stuff. We couldn't get it. We figured guards would get it. There was some vases. There might have been some other stuff. I don't know.
Hey, Lucky. Roll me a deception check, huh?
Sweet.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to wait for you to keep talking, but one of these days, we're going to get onto this check here. A 15.
Oh, my God.
Meeting the DC necessary for this check. The raptor, Councilwoman Hilly. Oh, okay. Well, then hopefully we can recover all of those things tomorrow from the camp. You do look rather damaged. Do go get some rest. Beta, is there anything else for them? They look just awful. Beta looks down. No, please do go get some rest. I assume you've gotten rooms somewhere in the city for this evening. Count them covered by the council.
Do y'all have any snacks?
No, not in the council chamber. I'm sorry. I'm sure the inn that you've gotten rooms at has a kitchen that may still be open.
I'm just real hungry. Guess you consider maybe carrying snacks. Sometimes people have hard days when they come here and they need some snacks. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. No, never mind. I won't try to weasel my way into making my food. Okay, I was gonna say, can I at some point have spent 10 minutes? No, it's
good. You are then, dismissed, ushered out of the room into the dark night of the Alderheart city. What do you want to do?
I imagine there's no
Seek medical attention.
yeah.
So in the way heroes do, you want to head to a bed and get a long rest. Is that kind of what we're thinking here?
Feels right.
So I think you guys did make it to an inn, right? The half full cup in the trunk market, correct? Right. Okay. So you have some rooms there. So you make your way to the trunk market, and you make your way inside the inn, where it's like dead in here. It's late now, right? It took some time to get out there. You had some fighting. You went back. You met with the council. Did some investigation. There's a whole lot of things that went on. The inn is quiet. Their coals are burning softly in the fireplace, and it's just dark. I think at this time you probably would already have the keys to your rooms. Would you have gotten like 2 rooms and then split up, or what's the idea here?
Wasn't it previously that there was a lot of like refugees essentially in the town? Therefore,
There were, yep.
We were having to share a room.
You're right. You totally, yep, absolutely. Yeah. So you guys have a singular room, which
the dads were on the floor.
The dads were gonna sleep on the floor, and you make your way up there. And each of you, tend to your wounds, maybe helping each other out, pulling some needle, thread, bandages, and otherwise, to where you start your long rest. And I think that's where we'll take our first break. And we'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes chat for the second half of DieFall Alderheart episode 6. And and we'll see what happens with this whole bandit problem. We'll be right back. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I super duper appreciate it. Sorry about like the technical issues earlier. OBS had a problem where it like can't find the media files anymore, so the intro was busted, and now the background music is different for these like break screens and stuff like that. So I do apologize about that. I will have that fixed before next week. But thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. I super duper appreciate it and all the support that you guys show every single week. It's very awesome of you. May, thank you for 8 months in a row. I appreciate that. And Senoj, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that, and welcome to the factory. If you guys are new here or want to get caught up on anything, you can head on over to the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/runawayrobot, or that link there in the chat. If you want to get caught up in podcast format for all of our Dungeons & Dragons stuff and or otherwise, you can go on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud under DieFall Dungeons & Dragons and get yourself caught up there. I do note that, yes, I need to fix these real quick. These little break screen things, but again, OBS kind of broke itself, so I'll be sure to have this all fixed by next week, but I figured we should probably just get on with the show. So thanks again for being here, guys. Super duper appreciate it, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Good. Welcome back, everyone, to DieFall Alderheart, episode 6. We're snacking and going. It's a good time here. Pez did want to do a thing before we did go to bed. So Pez, what did you want to do?
I'm gonna steal some food because I'm hungry and I've worked real hard.
So Pez goes down, maybe leaving the room momentarily. The rest of the party looking around like, what? Where's Pez going? Pez, you wandered downstairs to the kitchen. It's dark. It's empty. What are you looking for?
Bread and cheese.
Looking for bread and cheese. Roll me an investigation check for this bread and cheese, Pez. Find it. A natural 20 for bread and cheese. You find essentially what amounts to like a bread, fruit, and cheese plate, but it also comes with like honey and olives of different types. And like you find a perfect platter to carry it all upstairs on too. And it's not just like one loaf of bread. No. You've got 2 loaves of bread and like enough cheese for the whole group. And you've got like a nice little pot of honey and stuff and all of these olives and things. And you take it all the way back upstairs with you. It's really hard to carry all the things that you found. It's considering how many refugees there are in the city, this is a well-stocked inn. Well-stocked. There's a lot of food here for you to get.
I'm gonna write a little IOU. I took some bread. Just bread.
Good. Yeah, they won't notice anything else, right?
Yeah.
Totally not. Totally not. So yeah, Pez gets back to the room and is carrying all sorts of snacks.
I found snacks. You hungry?
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. What do you mean you found them?
They were downstairs. I found them.
Dude.
In the kitchen.
Oh.
I wrote an IOU.
All right. Well, I suppose that's better than nothing.
Nobody's awake. I don't want to wake them up. I feel like that'd be rude.
All right, fair enough. I'll sort it out in the morning. It's all right, Pez.
Okay, you want some snacks? You
I-
like
He's already
olives?
got like a cheek full of bread.
I will take an olive. Yes, thank you.
Have multiple olives. There's more than one olive on here.
That's okay. I'm just fine, thank you.
Hand him 2 olives.
Okay, thank you.
They're delicious, Eli.
Wow, these are mighty fine.
This place is great. They just
Hey.
left this lying around.
Well, I don't
It was
exactly.
gonna go bad. I hear honey goes bad real quick.
Eli has given up.
Just munch it. I'm gonna eat so much cheese.
Dagonet shrugs and is like, well, she went all this trouble to bring us stuff. We might as well eat it. No?
And
he's like, kind of like,
No?
adding in
He's like-
some bread and some cheese and, kind of piling up a little mountain of snacks.
Get at it, Dagonet.
Oh, I am
Get
very
it all.
starving. Yeah, I am excited for this. Yes.
Be much easier to take it downstairs if there's no more food on it.
Big brain thinking right there. Okay, yeah. Is there anything else that you guys would like to accomplish this evening? Any discussions you want to have, or things you want to do? Food you want to steal?
Notably, Lucky is like sleeping arms around his pot and lot.
Sure.
It's like,
Where are the boots?
In my bag.
Okay. Where's the brooch? You just have it with you? Okay. Do you guys spend any time with either of these two items?
I imagine Dagonet took the boots out to like clean them off and then probably clean the inside of his bag because he probably didn't realize in the dead of night that he put probably muddy boots in his bag.
Okay.
So he'd probably be like looking at them like as he's kind of like cleaning them off.
Sure. Dagonet, I'm going to give you a quick opportunity here. I know it's not your proficiency. Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, goody.
A 10. So yeah. You take a look at these boots, and they look rather fine. Like, way too nice. And you really wish that they would fit on your feet.
Too bad my talons are too big for the boots. They're nice boots.
So you're saying this while you're cleaning them, right?
Oh
And
no.
you're spending time cleaning them. The boots change shape.
Then
They
he
become-
drops them.
You've seen things like this before. They're called talon covers. And occasionally, birdfolk will wear talon covers.
Eli, my the boots became talon covers in my hands. This this is new.
Okay. You mean they transformed?
Oui.
Well, I'm not really prepared to detect any magic, but if I had to take an educated guess, I'd say you got yourself a pair of enchanted boots there.
I mean, looks like they wanna fit you. I mean,
All I said is that I wish they would fit my talons, and they're not sentient, no.
Lucky starts immediately like sniffing and checking the cheese and bread. Like,
Smells good. Dagonet, you have found, and through cleaning them, because your care of your weapons and armature allows you to spend some time, some quality time with your implements, you found yourselves some boots of speed. So boots of speed, while you wear them, you can use a bonus action, click the boot heels together. If you do, boots double your walking speed, and any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage. Click them together again, you end the effect. When the boots property has been used for a total of 10 minutes, the magic ceases to function. Until you finish a long rest. Not forever. Until you finish a long rest.
These should work a lot better than the stuff I've got now.
I mean, they look like they fit snugly from my experience. If you like have snug and well-fitted shoes, it's easier for you to like move around, do a little dance, sword dance, you know. So
It's been a long
welcome.
time since I've been able to dance swiftly. Maybe I won't be as slow no more, yeah. But Yeah, I will hold on to these, yeah. And he kind of puts them by all of his equipment for the night.
Yeah. They're rather clean now, too. Good on you, Dagonet. Okay. Anything else that you guys would like to accomplish this evening?
When you asked if we were investigating stuff, I feel like Lucky is not gonna be the kind of person who's like what is but more for like
Sure.
how much can I sell this? It looks like it's
That's still evaluating the object,
yeah.
right? And trying to figure out anything about it. Do you want to do that with the things that you have?
at least with I feel like Lucky would recognize rubies, could have a general price of a ruby ring,
Mm-hmm.
but the brooch being nondescript per DM God voice, we would at least be like, if I'm gonna take this lot in at one spot, how much can I get?
Yeah, sure. So it's kind of like just like a silver brooch, and it's literally of like a large like kite shield. It doesn't seem, and assuming in any way, shape, and form other than that, it seems to be solid silver, like pressed with this into a shielded shape.
All right.
And the ring again, it's bronze studded with rubies. Evaluating the studded ring, you're like, my practiced eye tells me that this is worth a couple hundred gold at least.
All right. He definitely puts it on his finger. But where?
It's very shiny.
Yeah.
Very shiny.
Yeah, this will show that shop owner to stand me down and tell me I'm not worth his time.
Yeah, but I think just evaluating the brooch isn't going to be enough for you to be like, oh,
Yeah.
I have attuned myself to an item. Haha.
Definitely not. It's probably going to get sold tomorrow. Just letting you know.
Perfect. That's fine. You have places to sell things. Speaking of, is there anything else you guys want to do, or do we to our way to the next morning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's boodle.
Boo, 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 boo. What is that? What's that like cartoon morning song? That's the one.
Thanks,
That's
man.
the one. Yeah.
I was just gonna go until you stopped me.
That was perfect. You wake up and the inn is a hustle and a bustle. I feel like after
Pez is
your
on the roof crowing.
long adventurous night, you probably wake up a little late in the morning. Not your normal like, I'm a hero. I got up at the break of dawn, if not slightly before. A lot of you guys were very close to dead, and you stayed up pretty late. So I think it's, maybe roughly mid-morning now. Brunch is probably on the menu. And you wake up. Some of you that slept on the floor, a little worse, a little stiff. But you feel pretty good. So go ahead and refill those spell slots. Refill that HP. And you can start your first day in Alderheart.
I've got so many spells now.
Oh yeah, your first day in Alderheart at level 3.
Ah.
Very important distinction.
I think Eli got up a little later than he had wanted to, and he rushes downstairs to just how much I think he's gonna drop the innkeeper a few silver pieces for the
Yeah, so
the
Giles,
snackage.
the innkeeper of the half full cup, he's a gallus, kind of turkey looking fella, and he sees you coming. He's like, "Hi there, Eli. Welcome. I didn't see you all come in last night, but I guess you found your way to your room then." And you like plop down some silver on the table. Like, what's this for then?
I'm afraid our resident bard Pez was feeling a bit peckish and didn't want to wake y'all last night, so I'm just here to cover effectively that tab.
I was wondering about that IOU that I found this morning. So yeah, this is good. And he like counts the coins up. He's like, Because I didn't want you to be like, I don't know, stealing or anything.
No,
And this
nothing
will
like
cover
that.
it. Thank you very much, Eli. I appreciate you honoring that IOU as heroes would do. And which I hear you are all heroes now. Did you know that? Heroes of Alderheart.
I don't know about that. We're just trying to do our part, and help the people of this city as they go through
Heroes. In my inn. Heroes. He's not listening to you at all. And he's saying it slightly louder and louder. And like some people are starting to take notice of this. And they're like whispering to each other. It's like, this will be great for business.
I feel like at this time, Lucky's not coming downstairs holding the bucket of. Eli, they talking about heroes?
Yes,
Where are they?
We Lucky, they're calling us heroes.
Oh God, I didn't want any other heroes to like take our jobs.
No,
You're right.
that's-
Heroes. We saved people. And
I hear you
Yeah.
saved all of Alderheart. Isn't that right? Everyone, they've saved Alderheart. And the room gets like
Lucky
really
points
quiet.
at me, like or himself and Eli.
Oh, I don't like that. The ambient sound stopped. Oh God.
It gets really quiet and people are looking at you.
Well, the job.
He took on like 5 at one time.
No. The job's not quite done. We are working to keep this community safe, and Lucky, we should really get stepping. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we might be back tonight if you guys want like signatures or hugs or performance. We have a infamous bard. I don't know if you've heard about Pez. She did some great work out there as a hero, you know. So
Pez is coming down. You're all in danger.
Oh my God.
The room is so quiet and they all look at this like somewhat resplendent Pez, right? Because Pez, your coloration is really odd, right? It's like a once in a generation kind of thing. And they see you come down the stairs and you're just like radiant. And they all look at you and you just say, "You're all in danger." And they all turn their heads away and like get back to doing what they were doing. Kind of just ignore what was happening now.
That's what you're saying, Eli. Everybody's in danger. There's
That
a clear
is-
and imminent threat.
Not at all what I was implying. I This is Rob laughing, not Eli. I just can't handle this right now.
As Eli's like going, that's not what I'm implying. Lucky's like, yeah. So if you hear of any danger and you need some heroes for hire, let us know. We'll let you know our prices. As he like squeezes through the crowd to try to get to the door. You look like
they
somebody
let
who
you
might
through.
need some help. You. Right?
Hey, what you think I need help for? You've like bumped into like this kind of surly looking hedge.
I mean, you never know. Have you seen outside? We were outside last night defending this city. So we saw.
You
You
part
might
of the
not have seen-
Putsch Guard?
No, we were hired by the Putsch God. Get it?
Oh.
Hired by them. Because they needed help.
Adventurer types. You know, I wanted to be an adventurer when I was growing up, but my pa said that's not how you make
Lucky is
a
leaving.
good living. And it just trails off as you leave.
Lucky's so rude. I'm so sorry.
No, it's perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to have happen, so I didn't have to come up with anything. Okay, so Lucky, you're outside now? And Dagonet, where did you end up in all of this?
He's it took him a while to get up off the floor.
Sure.
He woke up a little late and everyone was gone. He'd kind of fallen, can't get up kind of situation.
Grandpa.
So it took him a little while to get up off the floor and make his way down.
Oh, this poor lad.
So
Like a turtle, he rolls on his side.
Is Dagonet wearing his new covers? His new Talon covers?
yeah, he would have put his little new boots on.
I love it. Okay. You go downstairs. Lucky's gone. Eli has his head in his palm, and Pez is looking around talking about imminent danger, but smiling about it. It's really weird.
I guess this is a typical morning now. Eli is a new life, I suppose.
Well,
Maybe I should have a morning ale. Yes.
I might join you, to be honest, my old friend. Our friends are well, they're very special people.
I wouldn't have it any other way. No, yeah, it makes life interesting. No?
Of course. You know, it reminds me of Gaspard had traveling companions in many of his exploits. I mean, as a bastion of community itself, he on the road met quite a few. I don't know. Would you rather hear about the basilisk fight or the time that in the city he met a Mapok tinkerer and they tried to create a flying machine to get up to the mountains? I mean, that's a good one. I don't tell that quite often.
Yeah, I don't think I heard that one before. Yes. Just tell me more about the flying machine, and or can I have 2 L's?
Oh, why, yes, for my heroes. And he goes and he gets you 2 morning ales. Puts them out in front of you.
Morning ale.
Merci, merci. Now, what about this tinker?
Eli will then tell a I don't know what he finds to be a lavish and exciting tale of Gaspard in his early days, not quite understanding what it meant to ascend to divinity, and how he tried to quite literally find a way to reach the sky and become the bastion of the domain of community and whatnot. And in the city of Alderheart, he meets this tinkerer and a hedge bard and blah 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 blah. It's a whole thing.
Nice. I love it. It's an excellent story, Dagonet.
Oh, that is very enlightening. No, maybe Pez should write a song about it. I think more people would like to hear this story.
It's not a bad idea. In my early days of preaching, I did try to put a bit of music to it, but I never quite got it right. It was almost like chanting with the undertone of maybe music. I could never really figure it out. People didn't really take too kindly to it. Where is Pez gone off to, our little doomsayer?
Yeah, Pez, where'd you go?
I was just kind of wandering around, looking at people's plates, being like, we fought some bandits. There's bandits around. Hear about the bandits?
Yeah, and some of them actually take a conversation with you. And yeah, we did hear about the bandits. Do you regale them with the story of your victory?
Yeah, I'll tell them what happened.
That's cool.
We fought at least 12 of them. There were probably more. I'm not so good at math.
Roll me. I want you to perform the story for me. It's like in a casual setting, but you're performing the story for these people.
Roll a performance?
Yeah. 7.
Oh, hang on. I have new things.
Tell me, what is the new thing? Is this your expertise?
Would it be an enthralling performance?
Oh, gosh. What is an enthralling performance? And I meant to ask you this before. You should have expertise now too.
Oh yes, I have
Did you
expertise
set any of them to expertise, or which ones did you want as
Yes.
expertise?
I did performance and persuasion.
Okay, so I'll set those to expertise, performance, and persuasion.
Yeah.
So those are now set specifically in Roll20 to be boosted. You can see them on your sheet now. They're +7s.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh wow.
So what's enthralling performance?
Let's put it in the chat. Oh.
Okay, you can attempt to inspire wonder by singing, reciting a poem, or dancing. So do you do any of those things?
I was probably just talking to them. I mean, I could, but I was probably just talking to them.
Okay, because I mean, like, it could have been one of those things you're like, oh, I'm doing a performance, and I kind of spin it up, and then like you jump up on the table and do a song and a dance to do the whole thing. But that's up to you. If you don't want to do that, you can just say you were talking to them.
I did want to do that at some point this morning while the place is full.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
Well,
So
then, yeah, make it an
now-
enthralling performance.
Heck yeah.
Choose a number of humanoids, which is non-specific because these are all bird and animal creatures, within 60 feet of you who watched and listened to all of it up to a number equal to your charisma modifier. So, what's your charisma
modifier?
3.
Yeah.
So you can choose 3 people, and they must make wisdom saving throws or be charmed by you.
Whoever's on that table
Wow.
or at that table. If
That's the focus there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's your spell save DC? It is 13. All right. All right. One of them does not save. And becomes entirely enthralled with you. And I think it's the one that was it's the same hedge that was trying to talk to Lucky when Lucky was leaving the bar or leaving the inn. And he's just like, oh, I was going to be an adventurer once, but then my pa said that that's not a way to make a good living. But he's like enthralled with your performance of this story. And you're telling all of these people. And now some of them, they kind of like, it was a little bit ruined by like, Eli talking it down and the innkeeper kind of boasting about it. So maybe that doesn't sit so well with him. But this guy's going to talk about you for a while.
What's his name?
And he believes every word. Let's see. What is his name anyway? His name's gonna be... Agin. A-G-I-N. His name's Agin.
Well, Agent, it's never too late to follow your dreams. Just get out there and do what your heart tells you to do.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have to work in the marketplace all day hauling around boxes and merchant caravans or any of that stuff. I could be an adventurer. I'm gonna go tell my pa. And he gets up from the table and like scoots his chair back and he leaves the inn.
You go, buddy. He's so smart.
Agent, going to be an adventurer.
Later, like 3
Telling
sessions,
Aw.
we're gonna be like in a really dire spot, and then an arrow is gonna come and kill the big bad, and then we're gonna look to the left, and it's gonna be Agent like.
And he like swoops away. Everybody gets one.
The mysterious stranger.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
God. Okay, so Lucky, what have you been doing? Pez is telling stories. Dagonet and Eli are having a beer and telling stories. Lucky, what are you doing? You left the inn.
Lucky 100% knows how dangerous it is, having been a bandit, to carry cash regularly on you. So Lucky is headed to whatever armory is close to try to get upgrades for himself.
Try to get upgrades. So you're going
Yeah.
shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like shopping.
So there's a couple of different marketplaces. The Canopy Market is like the best place to get quality wares, imported goods, This is where your really good weaponsmiths, armorers, and merchants are.
Okay.
But it is the expensive part of town.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
But yeah. I mean, you're looking for that, right?
Yeah.
So sure, yeah. So you head there, and what are you specifically looking for?
Lucky Zama's gotten a little roughed up in the last fights, so maybe an armor upgrade. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can look for a bow upgrade if we got one, or maybe just a couple more arrows. Cause been doing a lot of the work. Been doing a lot of the firing where everybody else been standing around. No offense. So arrows would be pretty nice. So definitely, like, if we got a weaponsmith and an armorer, a tanner, for some leather, if so.
Oh yeah, okay. So you want like leather stuff?
Mm-hmm. He just has like generic leather armor right now, so whatever upgrades we might be able to get, that's not above his.
Yeah, your armorer would have that, and armorsmith would have that. Okay, so you're looking for an armorsmith / weaponsmith or anything sort of in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your way towards the canopy market, way up high in Alderheart here, and you kind of like wander around for a bit in the town, and you eventually find a sign, and it seems to have pretty much what you're working for. The sign is simple. It has an anvil and a hammer striking a blade on said anvil. Very, indicative of it being probably somewhere where you can get weapons.
Yeah.
The weaponsmith name, the name of the place is called the Perch Priority.
Okay. Lucky pretty proudly walks in.
Yeah. You're greeted on the far end by a Mapok, actually, wearing a leather, blacksmith's or armorsmith's vest, and they seem to be polishing something from on like a grindstone. They've got a blade out. They're spinning the grind wheel, and they are grinding down an edge on a blade.
Lucky's gonna walk over. I imagine it's like behind the shopkeep counter, not just like open in face or whatever. But Lucky's gonna walk as close as customers could possibly. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
It's like it's grinding, and all of a sudden he spins it up and he pulls it off, and he removes his protective eyewear, as you should all wear if you're ever working with metal. Keep that in mind, chat. And he looks up at you and says, yeah, what can I do you for?
And Lucky's gonna take his entire pot of gold and set it on the counter. I'm looking for some upgrades to my armor.
Right then,
to my bow, if I can.
Upgrades. What do you have in mind? I mean, I do pretty good stuff around. And he points around, and yeah, he's right. His shop is full of bows. It's got armors on racks. He's got barrels full of swords. He's got a lot of stuff going on in here.
He's gonna survey the armors. I'm doing all right on my swords. I could do maybe with a bow upgrade, but we'll get to that later. And do any like leather armors really stand out? Like are there any ones that's like heavy carved, intricate, like burnished leathers or anything?
Sure. There's a set of studded leather that's like it's a dark brown set against these gold studs.
Okay.
Not necessarily like intricately like inlaid or anything like that. But it looks like a pretty nice set.
How much for the dark golden studded leather?
Let's find out. For the nice, yeah, it'll be. He looks at you and says, 55 gold.
Right. Let's see. He's gonna survey the bows if he's got like a section for bows or anything like that.
Yeah, he's got stuff like some of them on like a rack and things of that nature.
Is there anyone that has like, it's a longbow preferably, but so Lucky's looking for one that's got. Do you have any you have any longbows that have maybe some nice detailing? Specifically, and Lucky would know, but Leslie doesn't, like, well, like, tight, like, straught, and whatever. I don't know, but he, like, lists out a large, like, any of these bit of string, I like the maple as opposed to the chestnut. You know, you got any of the, you know, good bows, like the ones rich people would buy.
You say good bows, right?
Right.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah. Well, I've got some nice stuff. I generally don't get a whole lot of intricate things, but you know, I've probably got something back here. Hang on a second. And he goes to the back, comes back out, and he brings out like this. It's very darkly polished. Very, very darkly polished. At either end, where the bow is strung, it seems to be silver capped, kind of shiny with metal. And there's intricate like designs etched into them, like curving branches of a tree. And you note that it doesn't just happen on the metal, it goes all the way down to where the handhold is. So where your hand goes is the trunk of a tree extending in both directions, and then the branches go out from that up the sides of the limbs of the bow and up into where the string is held.
Can I see that really quick? Can you mind me holding it?
Yeah, yes, of course. It's not currently strung.
And like he holds it and like holds his his longsword that was, or is it a longsword that was what's your name's phrase with the
Short
rose
sword.
on it? Okay, short sword. That's right. And like compares them. He's like, yeah, these kind of match. How much for the bow?
Most of the longbows are about 50, but with the extra work I put in on that, 70 gold.
All right, I'll take both. And
all right.
do you have any quivers? Just spare arrows?
Yeah. I've got a couple sets. How many are you looking for?
Can I get like 3 sets? But do you mind packaging them in extra bags? I like them to be divided out.
60 arrows, 20 apiece.
Yeah. We'll do like a couple of bags per. You know.
It's a lot of arrows, but how many do you want in each bag?
Let's do like 10 per bag.
10 per bag. So do you want 30 total or 60 total?
Let's do 60 total, 10 per bag. Depends on how much. Honestly, I got a budget. You know.
Yeah, I got a budget. He's looking at the stuff that you've put out, and he's just like, "Oh no, if." Okay. So you don't want the actual quiver; you just want the arrows.
No. You're gonna. I'm so sorry for this.
Oh, you're good. So that's 30 gold pieces.
All right. So the gold looted was 150 total, right? That you said I could shove in pockets and in the cook pot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucky literally just gives it all to him. Thank you for your effort, for your time.
Do you just like give him the pot?
The pot.
Or you
Just give him the pot.
Just give him the pot, and you put it on the table. He's like, huh.
There's roughly like 150 here. Hopefully it'll cover all this and your time. I've been holding back customers.
Yeah. No. This is. What's your name again?
You haven't heard? My name's Lucky.
Lucky.
I'm with a company that's now pretty well known in these parts. We
Is that right?
Yeah, there's Pez the Bard. There's Dagonet. The fighter is a real big guy, but he does some good work. And then there's Eli, who's got some good stories to tell you. If you have anything extra you want to throw in for them, that'd be great. But still, I mean, I just wanted to make sure your time would be. I mean, you have like mints. You get mints.
Send them mints. I'm not sure what you mean by mints.
All right. Well, you know.
I have mint leaves out back. I do a little bit of gardening.
It smelled nice in here. I'd wondered.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's it for now. Just a lot of bags. Very important.
Yes. Okay. He begins counting money.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yep.
Back at the bar. Dagonet and Eli. Eli has wrapped up his story. You're probably like 2 or 3 ales in by the end of it. Great story, though. Great story. What would you guys like to do?
I imagine it's probably getting on in the afternoon at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you probably, you did it rather quickly. You just happened to drink a couple while you were doing it. Like maybe early afternoon, just afternoon, maybe approaching like 1-ish.
Yeah, we should round up our friends and head to the council, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it would probably be a good idea. Do we know where Lucky went?
Well, if I had to guess with that rather large pot of coin, probably a fair bet they went to the market.
Oh, you said that would make sense, yeah. Well, I suppose we should we at least have Pez, who's that one is she going to be all right? That one at the table is very focused on her.
Well, I mean, we should all try to head up to the council together, so I suppose I'll go see if I can't wrangle her.
And, hopefully you can pry the new fans away, and hopefully we'll leave notes if Lucky comes back here, but after we leave, I suppose. He's quick. He can catch up by the time I'm hobbled wherever we need to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So Eli is gonna go over to Pez and just kind of, hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but we should probably be heading up to the council.
They don't have snacks there, Eli.
Well, we can bring up some snacks with us.
That place is no fun.
It is all business, I'm afraid.
I guess.
I don't.
Did you see that friend? He's gonna go be an adventurer.
Wow.
Yay! He's all excited.
It's it warms this old Hedge's heart seeing you inspiring others to do good. That's the right power you have.
He's just doing what he wants to do. That's fun. Let him go. He's gonna probably have plenty of snacks. Better than going to be a council person.
I promise I will make you any snack that you want later.
You are amazing. I love snacks. Thank you.
Anytime. Shall we?
Cheese.
But
yeah, something with cheese, maybe.
I'll see what I can do.
The smelly, fancy kinds. We got some at the market. All right, I guess we should go, I suppose. Okay.
Oh, goodness. Lucky, did you want to be part of this, or did you want to have something else that you were doing at the time? Or
I'm so sorry. I'm not going to try to bogart this. But it is important to me and to Lucky that we take our many bags into that incredibly rude gentleman's store who is the jeweler.
Sure.
Clearly with gold-studded armor now and a nice bow, and
Okay.
Pretty Woman the shit out of his shop.
Okay. Okay. This is
the best possible payoff. I didn't know where you were going with this, and it is.
Sure.
I love this.
So you go back to Gina's Gems,
Mhm.
right? You go back to Gina's Gems and you open the door and there's a ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling up at the top. And welcome to Gina's Gems.
I believe it's good afternoon. I'm just gonna look around, if you don't mind, and just like obviously holding all of his bags. I've just done a little bit of shopping today. Trying to put on an awful accent, cannot do it.
Of course. If you see anything that you like, anything that shines in a way to match that armor of yours, then you let me know.
Not today, thank you though. And he leaves.
Oh.
I'm sure there's better in town. It's okay though. And then
And they just look kind of dumbfounded. Maybe not necessarily recognizing who you were, but you get your sort
Lucky
of pretty
satisfied.
woman moment.
Yeah, lucky
Good,
satisfied.
perfect. Wonderful.
Immediately consolidates all the like arrows into one bag. Just tosses them.
They're just all arrows. It's all just arrows and bags.
I love it.
It's all just arrows and bags.
I was like, I'm not
Oh my
following
God.
the arrow thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of bags here.
Yeah.
She's
Got it.
60
got it.
arrows
I
in
love
bags.
I love it.
So nice. Okay, I think. Do you want to meet the group somewhere? Because we can have like, oh, you happen to meet them while they're on their way to the council.
I imagine. I mean, no meta, but I imagine Lucky would know that they were gonna make their way to the council that day. So even if he was late or early, I imagine he would go there just to kind of wait around for them or whatnot. So. Or catch them if he was late and see what's up if he missed their meeting.
Sure, yeah. So maybe we follow Lucky after the pretty woman moment, and Lucky goes to the council plaza and finds their friends up at the council gate next to the council chambers being stopped by one of the guards. So we flash over to the camera where Eli is talking to one of the guards, and the guard says, sorry, sir, not right now. Council's in session, not taking any visitors.
We were to report back about pursuing the bandits further.
Give me a moment then. And he turns in and he goes inside. You wait a time. Keep waiting. Eventually, right when you're about getting to the time, you're like, all right, come on, man. This is taking a little bit long. He comes outside and says, I'm sorry, sir. Sir Eli. They're discussing the next move to pursue the bandits and whether or not they can get more information out of the prisoners being kept in the gaol. I'll have a messenger come get you when you need be summoned. Where are you staying?
Is it the half full cup?
Yeah, half full cup.
Yeah. Okay. The half full cup on the trunk market.
Right. Nice little inn. Of course, I'll have a runner come your way when they're ready for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Apologies again. I'm sorry, heroes. You
Hardly.
really did a lot of good work for us and the Perch Guard yesterday, last night even, and Council doesn't snuff anyone for no reason. They have their reasons.
I'm sure it's very important, and they are just doing what is best for the community.
All right, now you just let us, the guard or the Perch Guard, know if there's anything that we can help you with. Truly, very thankful for your help last night.
Absolutely.
Okay. Seems that you've been snubbed.
Bastards. Eli will turn to the group and just... Well, it seems that we have to wait a bit to figure out our next step. So, any of y'all talked to Eliza recently? How's she getting on here?
Yeah, maybe we can go see her, and maybe she has maybe the scoop of the caravan, maybe. The insider gossip.
She sells things at Scoop.
That she does. Yeah, I think.
Okay. So you want to try and find Eliza?
I mean, is this a feasible quest?
You can certainly try,
I
my friend.
imagine she was in the market.
So there's a lot of markets in
Which
Alderheart.
one?
Oh, that is fair. Oh.
And she was looking for a place to set up.
I guess since we're at the top, we just work our way down through the market.
True, you could do that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're at the top. The market down would be the canopy market, which is where Lucky just was. But Lucky was looking for a very specific thing and not necessarily Eliza. But you're more than welcome to go to the canopy market and take a look around.
I mean, I was just there. I didn't see Eliza, but we can. I wasn't really looking for Eliza, but you know.
That's true. Yeah, someone make me a perception check. You go down to the canopy market. Let's see if you can't find Eliza in a crowd or something that looks like maybe her stall, shop, and or otherwise. Who wants to roll me a perception check? See if you can't peep her.
22.
That's 22 from Eli Briarwood. Wow. Wow. You get down, and it turns out, wouldn't you know it, Eliza's shop is right next to the weaponsmith that Lucky was just at. But Lucky seemed to have a one-track mind and couldn't find Eliza's shop, even though it was right in front of him. I think it helps that Eliza is currently outside of the shop. She seems to be washing the windows of this very old, kind of rundown building, which is really not, like, normal for the canopy market. The canopy market is a very nice location, but she seems to be working on it. She has her banner just freshly out front. And it says, Eliza's, oh, what does she call it? Wait. Oh, I don't remember what she calls it. Oh, Eliza's Emporium. That's right. Eliza's Emporium. And she's outside.
Well,
G'day.
oh,
Sorry.
sure. No.
Is
go
that, I guess Dayton's kind of like hobbling along. He kind of like leans over to Eli and is like, "Oh, I'm glad we found her at the first market, no?
It could have been a long day.
A lot of stairs."
How are those, you breaking those covers in all right?
Yeah, I'm not, my legs still ache, but I feel a little more swift.
Fleet-footed. Well, you'll be even more of a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield then.
I do what I can, no?
Absolutely. And yeah, so he'll I guess he'll go to Eliza and say, "Well, look who found some prime real estate."
Well, I'll be. Hey, Eli. Hello, friends. How are you, Pez, Dagonet, Lucky? Welcome, welcome. This is Eliza's Emporium.
So I see. It's looking mighty fine.
You like it?
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, I know it needs a little bit of elbow grease and a little love, but, well, this is the shop my sister used to run.
Really? Your sister hails from Alderheart.
Yeah. She's not around anymore, but I got the deed to her place, and well, I figured I'd make my spot here in Alderheart. I don't really have a whole lot of stuff if you're looking to buy, but I will for sure have some new, fresh, shiny, looks pointedly over at Lucky, things in the coming weeks for sure.
I look forward to it. I really think that you can make something great here.
Well, thank you, Eli. I appreciate that. Now, I do remember your kindness, Eli. And she, like, steps forward and, like, places a paw on Eli's arm.
Oh.
So, I'll be giving you a discount, 10% on everything in the shop.
I can't ask you to do that.
10% extra when you're selling to me.
Lucky would like to roll insight on if she's flirting with him.
Perfect. Do it.
Oh, no.
Roll me an insight check.
Sweet. Yep. An 8.
An 8.
Lucky has no idea.
Totally flirting. Absolutely flirting. This is not just a business thing, a business proposition. This is a proposition.
I feel like Lucky sees her like squeeze his little like hedgehog buff arm a little bit, and Lucky's like, "Oh, I might get the discount. I put that for the discount. He could give you a discount." Just giggling about it.
Oh my god.
Eli is politely refusing any discount. Now, I can't, in good consciousness, hurt your business in any way.
You wouldn't be hurting my business, Eli. You've done so much to help me get here. Saved my life a couple times, too. And now I heard that you saved all of Alderheart last night. This is the least that I can do for you and your friends. Now, and I would like to think that we all are friends now, too. So what's a little bit of a friendly discount?
If you insist, we very much appreciate it.
I'll let you know if it hurts me too much. I think I'm going to make a really good home here in Alderheart, and I think having some really, dedicated adventurers bringing me some interesting finds back from wherever they go is a good thing for me.
Speaking of interesting finds, yeah, his bag's getting a little heavy.
Yeah, you got a lot of bags on you there, Lucky.
Do you want
What,
them?
are those are those all arrows in there?
Yeah,
I'm
I only
seeing
need
a lot of-
30. I got like 60 extra. Do you want them? I don't want them. I was just doing it to put a big old fat butt in the other guy's face.
You want me to buy those arrows off you? Is that what you're saying?
No, if you just want to remember us, that's fine. I don't need them. I mean, if you guys.
I mean, I can sell them, even though I'm sitting right next to this armorer shop or this weaponsmith shop. But I mean, I can sell them.
Yeah. Sell them. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
just remember,
yeah,
Eli. It's all. He told me you were good people, and so I was like,
Right.
just take.
Okay. I'm glad that Eli thinks I'm good people. Well, come on in. Drop them inside, and I'll
Look, he like casually nudges Eli as he goes by.
You go inside. The room needs some helps. The shelves have some cobwebs in them. It needs a good cleaning. You note that Eliza's cart has just been trundled into the back of the store. It's just kind of sitting there right now, and she definitely seems to be living in the shop right now.
Do you need any help putting the stuff away?
I don't want to business some busy adventurers like yourselves. It's definitely a job for me, I think. But yeah, just place the arrows down here on the counter, and she brushes off a bunch of dust off of it.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. I thought that would be less dusty, but well, I have some new things to sell. I'll be sure to come by later and maybe sell me some the fancy adventurer type stuff so I can compete here in this market. The rent up here is actually outrageous, but I've got my little nest egg here, and I think I'll be fine for a little bit.
Eliza, there was someone who was selling some swamp muck as medicine. Maybe you could package up this dust and sell it for its dusty properties.
Sell the dust for its dusty properties.
It's very dusty dust.
Hez, I think you might be onto something there. I'll be sure to look into that, see if there's a way to put something together here and maybe sell some dust.
You are very smart, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Maybe if you mix it with water, you can paint with it.
Paint with the dust?
Make some pretty pictures.
Well, I was thinking about getting a new paint job for inside here and the walls outside after I give them a good scrub. But maybe I could just leave the natural wood finishes, and polish those up.
How is Eli looking through all of this? There's many of things she's dropped of I need help, I need. Is Eli doing okay?
Yeah.
He is
Okay.
he's floating around the room, kind of just straightening up shelves. When he sees he kind of looks at a shelf and he does that thing where let me and he's trying to level it and sort of takes something out of his, I'm sure he has tools or whatever, and in his bag he's in an explorer's pack. I'm sure he's got something he can finagle. Who knows? I'll figure it out. But yeah, he just maybe she's got some lying around the shop, and
She's got some tools, yeah.
he's just straightening up, tidying up, like
Is it one of those things that like
shelves.
she's like, oh, I need to do this thing, and all of a sudden she turns around and Eli's just standing there with like the tool belt on, and he's standing there like, I'm here to help.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like just in the middle of it. Like she kind of walks past the shelf, and she's like, I can't quite reach where I want that to be, and so like she moves on to the next thing, and he's already like just hammering the shelf, like not even prompted, just like
Dagone's helping, making sure things are level. And
Oh my god, are you? Oh, you're dadding. Oh my god, you're
dadding hard. Yep,
you're dadding. Oh.
We're standing there having a conversation how best, like which nails to use. And I was like, well, depends on what she like wants to put up there.
Yeah, you know.
3/4-inch nails, or do we use screws?
Yeah, is this a load bearing wall here? Can we find the stud? I think it's
we're like banging on the wall.
Oh my god, this is the best. Okay.
Hedge and dads.
Do you guys like just spend the afternoon doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, totally. I think while you're, I need a roll for this. I want to see how well this goes.
Can I do a side? I don't think Lucky would be helping with manual labor as much as Lucky would be standing outside with his new studded leather armor.
Totally.
Trying to advertise for the store.
I think that's a great idea, because we're going to do that, and then I was going to introduce something that might also happen and be fun for some maybe the other non-manual labor people like Lucky and Pez. But I do want a role for this. What do you guys think best fits this? Do you guys have tool proficiencies at all?
I have carpenter tools, and I'm proficient with them.
You're proficient. Roll me carpenter tool proficiencies with advantage because you're being helped by Eli. Which I think is
that's right. That's pretty much how we met, was carpentry. Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Okay, so Dagonet, let me take a look at your character sheet real quick. Did we ever set up? No, we never set up what carpentry tools would be. Well, I don't want to penalize you because I feel that's stupid. So it's gonna be strength check. So you're gonna just click your carpenter's tools check there, with the advantage toggle up top turned on. Oh, you don't have the toggle. Hang on, give me a second.
Yeah, my toggle's been gone for a while.
Oh, it's back now. There you go. So you can advantage toggle and then roll your carpenter's tools. There it is, a 23 for Dagonet, and it was a 23 and a 22 for Dagonet and Eli to help Eliza get the place put together. And we get like the whole home improvement montage, right? Like, and you're totally dadding together and handymanning it up. And Eliza is like, she like brings you lemonade at one point in time, and you guys like have and she like kind of like takes a rag and like wipes the sweat off Eli's brow and the dust from him, and yeah, it gets really cute. It gets
I'm
really
gonna cry. This is adorable.
And you guys like, you get all the shelves and stuff put together, and like you're starting to like help polish stuff down. Eliza like goes down the street to one of the different places and comes back and brings back like a bunch of wood polish and stuff, and like you guys are polishing the place up, start putting together like after the polish all dries, you start putting up her wares and things of that nature, and you're like working on the outside. Now there's this slab of wood that's out there, and Eliza was gonna take it to someone to have Eliza's Emporium carved into it, but with the help of Eli and Carpenter Dagonet, a beautiful Eliza's Emporium sign leaps from the wood and is then mounted above the door, and is painted a fresh white. This takes the rest of the day. I want you guys to know that this help takes the rest of the day. But this was a very nice thing for you guys to do for Eliza. While this is happening, we have now set up the Eli Dagonet afternoon. While this is happening, Lucky, you said you're outside. Pez,
Yeah.
do you step outside as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Pez, what's your passive perception?
Well, how do I figure that one out? Where's that?
It's underneath your
10.
stats and skills. Yeah.
It's 10?
Yeah.
Lucky, what is yours?
14.
Nice. Lucky, you hear music. You hear music. It's faint. It sounds like string and woodwind instruments, and it sounds like it's one level maybe down or over from you guys.
You hear the no, stop tuning yeah stuff. Do you hear the you hear the music? But I think it's around the corner that way maybe, and it's a little faint. But maybe downstairs.
Just gonna toddle around the corner a little bit. Do I hear
Yeah,
anything?
so you go over kind of towards the edge of the market here, and you look down on top of the Bows. The Bows is an affluent neighborhood of high-class homes. And from there, you can see a building. This building it's seemingly built into the branches themselves. It's kind of hard to tell where the tree ends and this hall begins. There's like turrets at the corners of the hall, and they stretch upwards. Their leaf tops are like grabbing at the sun, coming through the canopy itself. And you can see faintly, just faintly, that it's carved and adorned with what looks to be like a staff and musical notes and instruments all across and carved into the building itself.
Lucky, there
Yeah.
is a music place, and I'm going there.
I mean, I don't want to hang up shelves, so I'll go with you.
Lucky, this
I'm
is
not
the best day.
I'm not a hard labor person. So I'll go with you.
Look,
Be fine.
I feel that. I don't want to hang up shelves. I'm going to go with you.
Maybe they have recorders. Those are pretty. There's only a couple buttons. We could learn. Do you want to learn an instrument?
Oh, I don't. I have my lucky vial. I don't really need to learn anything else at the moment.
Spoons, maybe those are fun. A little clappy. We can play around.
I'll go with you. I mean, you're clearly
Yeah.
very interested. You know,
I'm gone.
So you guys
that's what friends are
head
for.
towards the Bows, an affluent neighborhood. There's like a gated entrance to the Bows, obviously, and there's a couple of guards that are standing there. The gate is open during the day, but there's a couple of guards standing there, and they just kind of like observe you as you walk in. One of them nods towards Lucky, you know, seemingly admiring the shine of their new armor and the nice bow that is slung across their shoulder. And you head towards the what seems to be the Alderheart Symphony. So this is this is the Hall of Music in Alderheart, in the Bows neighborhood, and it's just covered in these carvings of like staff measures and music and instruments. And you, as you get closer, you note that like there's birdfolk playing these instruments. There's also humblefolk playing instruments, all carved into relief on this building. There's two large double doors, golden gilded, around the windows of them, and inside you can kind of see this like plush area that looks like the carpet inside is red.
Lucky?
You want to go in there?
Lucky, I want to go in there.
Well, let's go. I mean, I don't know if they got snacks, but
They have
we can
things
go
that
in
are
there.
better than snacks.
well, all right.
They have soul, Lucky.
So you guys head inside. Upon entering, the plush red velvety carpet squishes under your booted paws and under your talons. The ticket office is over to the left. Beautiful carvings of birds in flight intertwined with musical scores adorn the front of it, but no one seems to be manning the desk. The music you heard, though, from outside is definitely louder in here.
There's nobody behind the counter. I'm going to check behind the counter.
There's no one behind the counter.
A little ding ding. Is there a ding ding?
There is not a ding-ding, no.
Are there any signs that say like current performances, like?
There's behind the ticket booth, there's a sign for upcoming performances. There seems to be one upcoming in a day or two from now of the orchestra itself performing some, some pieces from some bird that wrote them. I have not come up with any of this, but it's in a couple of days. But there is music playing currently, and it seems like it might be, a full orchestra accompaniment.
There's nobody else around except for us.
There's no one else inside here
We
currently.
can see.
There are doors to the left, doors to the right. There are stairs that go up the center, facing opposite of the front door, that go up to a second level. All of it's still covered in this, like, red carpet. The stairwell themselves is like all this. The stair railings are like all carved wood, and each of the the posts for them are like treble clefs, essentially, just carved into the wood. And they proceed all the way upwards. So there seems to be 2 rows on either side, and then a stairway upwards.
Lucky leans to Pez and is like, you know what might get us in the good favor of the council with everything would be if we happen to have a symphony level performer in our midst. We could ask. They got a performance in a couple of days. You could blow the socks off all of them. You saw what you did. I mean, back in winter. I mean, it's great.
Do you think they have availabilities? We could ask. Should we sneak in, or should we just go and be like, "Hello, I play an instrument."
I'm not much of a I'm not much of a musician. So if you wanna go and ask, we can go and ask. I mean, if you want me to sneak.
Maybe we can just go in and wait until they're done and just listen, maybe like sneaky listen, and then when they're done, possibly maybe we'll just go, whoever looks important, just grab them.
You see Lucky judging the light. He's like, I could use a nap if you want to go. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much.
Let's go up there then.
Yeah, I think we're gonna.
So, do you head down the downstairs ones, or do you go upstairs?
I think we'll go upstairs.
You go upstairs, and you go up into what is essentially the balcony seating. As you enter the main stage area, the symphony is in front of you, and they seem to be practicing. There is a conductor there as well. You note that the chairs around you are purple and soft, and the arms are this like soft wood inlaid with gold swirling designs. There's private boxes to the left and right, up kind of like in between the second and first level. One of them seems to be occupied by someone, but it's hard to tell from where this is. They're kind of like sitting behind a bit of a curtain. A tall, slender, wild-feathered Luma moves his arms rapidly, conducting through a particularly stressful section of music. But after some time, the piece ends. The notes trail off and echo against the high ceilings. This conductor thanks the symphony, and they begin to pack up.
I'm gonna run back downstairs and go through the main doors.
Yeah, so you go downstairs, you run through like one of the side doors down the like sloping red carpet downwards towards the large stage where the symphony is packing up. And you find a conductor who's having kind of like a quiet conversation with like a Mopok gentleman next to him who seems to be carrying a cello of some kind. And he notes that you're running up, and he turns to you. He's got like small tufts of like white feathers on his head, and he's wearing just a nice like black vest over some just plain pants. It does seem to be like a practice day rather than a performance day. And he turns to you, yes, what is it?
Hello. I see this is a very nice music place, and I happen to be a music person. Are you looking for music people?
I'm always looking for music people. What thinks that you are qualified to be here in the Alderheart Symphony?
I'm very famous in Meadowfen. They really like my music.
Famous in Meadowfen? Do you think that has any bearing here in Alderheart? Any at all?
Lucky steps out in front. Wait, sir. What means you could?
I'm sorry, who are you?
I represent this lady, and I just want to make sure that she's very well known. Even the council knows of her work. So the council knows of her work. So if you just want to lower your voice a little bit, she's sensitive. She's got a great taste in music. She's got perfect pitch. Just let her perform a try for you before you raise your judgment.
No one tries in front of me until they earn their hop.
I have a letter from the Meadowfen guy. You give a letter of recommendation.
That's right, the Meadowfen guy. I don't remember his name either. I don't remember his name either. Frick. Where is he?
I feel like Lucky's now like, what you gotta whop? Well, letter? What?
Gotta prop a letter. Nope, that's Eliza.
It's
oh God.
Legit, I swear.
Walden Crane.
Mm-hmm.
Walden Crane. There we go.
Have you heard of Walden
the
Crane?
Magistrate. Walden?
Yeah.
Yes, Walden comes to some of the shows occasionally. He's out in... Oh. Winnowing Reach, huh?
Oh yeah, that one.
Well, like I said, no one tries out for the symphony until they've earned their hop.
What does that mean?
Like, don't know what your hop. Well, okay. He looks around and he points at the Mopok general he was just talking to. Seems to be talking to someone else now. And he points at their chest, and he's wearing a small golden harp pin. The performer next to him is also wearing a small golden harp pin. He himself is wearing a small golden harp pin. This is a new requirement. Since I came here, I, Tolman Threes, I have elevated this symphony to the highest of heights in Alderheart. But everyone must go through the trial. You go to the Crowned Cormorant. You talk to Exard. You pay the fee. And you try out, and they will decide if you are worthy of the hop.
The fee?
Of course, an entry fee. You think this is free?
Well, no, and I'm sure everybody is lovely. How much is the fee?
10 gold.
Oh, well, okay. I was
Which
gonna...
is for everyone at home. That's like a between $100 and $300 here in real money. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah, but to nobility bard.
I was thinking gold was like $1, right? That was like $10.
No, that's like a copper.
I'm not good with the math.
Lucky's like, let me speak to my. Do you mind if I speak to my client really quickly, please?
Of course. I must pack up anyway.
And pull Pez away and go. Do you want me to steal one of these hops? I could.
Well, we could do that, or I mean, we did.
Which one do you not like? What'd you say? Sorry, I was scoping
Saved
out Pluto.
Alderheart. I mean,
Oh yeah, you could tell him that. You just do that. I'll be doing the scoping of the who's the weakest.
Yeah. Lucky you're the best. Sir, hello, Luma friend. Hi.
My name is Tolman Threes. If you expect to be a part of this symphony, then you should remember my name.
Tolman Threes, that is a lovely name. You are a lovely person. Did you hear the news about all the bandits and stuff? We were there. We killed the bandit leader and we helped Alderheart, and wow, wouldn't that be great to have people in your symphony who make a difference that could really put butts in seats, you know?
I need artists.
We can do both.
Earn your hop. Then we'll see.
This seems like a process. I mean,
Of course it's a process! This is Alderheart Symphony! You think you can just waltz in here, no one knowing who you are, and you can just be here, part of this symphony? Oh, I'm from Winnowing Reach. I have this recommendation. No. I own this symphony. This is mine.
Lucky starts moving towards people who have harp pins.
There are quite a few in this, like, 40-person symphony.
Just walking over to Pin and be like, oh, that's a very nice clarinet you got there. Oh, is that
They kind of look at you. They're like, they note that you have armor on, a sword on your hip, and a bow on your back. I'm sorry, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just do down.
No one that's not in the symphony is allowed on the stage. I believe you probably need to step back.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Can you
she goes back and goes back to Pez and goes like, I can't get the
absolutely
pins.
believe the nerve? I know, unbelievable these days. Some of these adventurers do when they come into places like this. They just act like they own the place. I know, it's completely unbelievable.
Lucky now questions Pez. Are you sure you want to hang out with these folks?
No, I think they're pretty terrible, but I want to be on the stage. Well, maybe we'll try and find some time in between saving Alderheart.
Crowned Cormorant, just go talk to Exard. He'll explain the rest. You have to earn your hop.
I'm gonna do a little angry tune and walk away.
Get off this. You better bring something better to the audition as you walk away.
I'm gonna make a fart sound out of my aloes.
Okay.
Lucky that person is terrible. Why is everybody so terrible?
I mean, most people in this district seem pretty terrible, but let me tell you what I did to that shop owner we were at before. And instead of going into it now, Lucky definitely relishes on his accomplishment of showing that guy how it was to Pez as we walk back.
Maybe we can do the same thing here. We'll make our own symphony, and it'll be so much better than their symphony.
Are you
She's
crying?
a
Are you
little bit.
oh. Lucky
Just-
finds any semblance of tissue. I'm gonna get you a gold pin.
That pin did not look like it was worth 10 gold.
Lucky pulls out one of his last remaining 10 gold. You take that. You get yourself a pin. To give me problems, I got you.
No,
Let
I
me know.
got all these shiny gems. I mean, I could
Don't
just
trade those
get
gems.
them
Those are worth way more than 10 gold. You go in there. You show them your best performance, and you just give them the 10 gold. And then you go back in there, and you play your hardest, and you tell that Mr. Fancy Three Shoes that you're better than he is. Okay?
I'm gonna write a song about him, and it's not gonna be nice.
You let's perform it at the tavern later.
Oh my gosh, yes. Walk back, I guess.
You do note on your way back, Lucky, with your passive perception, a sign for a place called the Crowned Cormorant, which would be the location that Threes had mentioned.
You wanna?
What is it? Is it that guy again? I think maybe we should just beat him up.
I think
Maybe
I think
not.
wood would get around town pretty quickly if we did that, as much as I'd like to. But this seems like it's the place, right? The crusty cornet, something like that. Is that
Oh, the crusty crab? Something like that. Yeah, go there. Okay, you want to go there? Do you have time in your schedule? I don't want to take up your day.
I mean, I imagine. Did you see how incredibly eager Eli was to help out Eliza? She's nice and all, but I'm not necessarily the carpentry type. So I'm here. If you're here, I'm here.
They might be in there a while. Let's get this done real quick. Get a stupid pin, I guess. It's not even gonna match my outfit.
Well, I don't think he'd go with anything less than a gold.
Oh, okay. Go in.
So you go inside the Crowned Cormorant. It has, obviously, a cormorant on the sign that is wearing a crown. But the cormorant is also playing a harp. You walk inside the building. The cormorant has 2 floors and a large stage at its front, roughly raised like 4 feet. The lower floor, as you walk in, consists of tables. Most of the chairs are angled facing the stage. There's a large oak-top bar lined with stools standing in the back. And behind that bar is a well-dressed Vulpin man. He's wearing a fine purple vest over a white tunic. A gold chain hangs from one pocket, and he has a golden harp pin on his vest.
Hello?
Oh, hello there. Who are you?
My name is Pez.
Pez, welcome in. Please do come to the bar so I don't have to yell from all the way over here.
I'm gonna toot on over there. Hello.
Hello.
We were just at the symphony, and they said I needed a pin to.
Ah, yes, that new requirement.
That seems like a lot. Is that a lot?
Well, it's sort of a thing that's kind of developed around here. I'm Exard Ratcley, owner of the Crowned Cormorant and first owner of a pin. And he kind of taps his chest. Three's got it in his head that, well, the people are the best judges of who should be the best. Oh, there's now a competition of sorts that happens once a week here at the Crowned Cormorant where people pay a fee, play in front of an audience, and then the audience decides who gets to play in the symphony. Now, the audience is made up of, higher-ranking officials, some of the wealthier folk, but some of the folk from the other places in the trunk markets and things of that nature come up and they give their, 2 cents as well, and a couple of gold besides. Now, I go around and I collect all of the ideas that people have of these performances. We, roughly tally them up, say who would be the best fit, and give them a golden hop. A golden hop let you play here for money, It'll get you into any inn and let you play in this city. And it'll get you into the symphony as well.
I see. And you do this once a week. When's the next performance?
Tonight.
I think I'll be here tonight. I mean, maybe. We were talking to the council and they might summon us.
The council?
For
Don't you do
important
something
things.
bad, Pez?
I mean, but it's not about that. I wrote an IOU. Anyway, no.
I'm not going to ask any questions about that. I've had my time when I was younger and more adventurous and left a couple of IOUs myself.
Did you hear about the
But-
bandits?
I did. They did attack this city. Luckily, the Perch God was there to turn them away. I
That's
also
what we
heard
did.
that there was... Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's what we did. We were there. We were.
That was
helping.
you.
Yeah.
He looks over to Lucky and, like, sees the studded armor and, like, the bow and stuff. Oh. You
Yes.
are adventurous.
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah, not
Hold up
only
my
did we
knife.
defend the wall, but we at least handled like 6 to 8 of them. So.
Well, I do thank you very, very much for that. That, I mean, would have been awful if they had actually made their way into Alderheart, and then I heard you pushed out into the woods and took one of their forts and slayed one of their captains. Quite a story to be told there.
I did that
Thinking
with
about
this
writing a
knife.
song about it. With that knife.
This knife.
I think that song belongs to you then.
There was a song?
No, I said I was writing a song, but I can't take it from the one that actually killed the captain.
Can I hear it? Just a little bit. What do you got?
Oh, no, I don't sing things that aren't fully prepared.
Oh, we'll have to wait. Let me know when it's done.
Yes, of course. Did you want to compete tonight for your harp?
I'll have to check our schedule, but I think so. I mean, they don't.
Well, there's already 2 on the docket, so there'll be 2 others at least that will be competing. One is a young sable named Leela. She plays the cello quite well, I might add. And Gezi, he's a Marpak that comes through here every once in a while, and he always tries for his harp. He hasn't ever earned it yet, but he always plays something really nice for us.
Sounds lovely. Maybe we'll be friends.
Oh, I'm sure all of us will be friends. Seem like nice people.
Yes. What time tonight? Do I have to write my name down? Lucky, do you think we have time?
Any time for a good performance, you know.
Yeah. Well, what if it's with the council, though? Will you tell me what's going on? Just in case?
Well, yeah, we'll have to check back in with a very large party of very talented adventurers about the council ordinances that we have working with them because we're very important. But I'm sure we have time. Night.
If it was any later, we'd probably have to do missions for the Council of Alderheart again. But since it's tonight,
I really hope they're paying you for all the work you're doing.
Oh,
It sounds like a lot. You're
about
like,
that.
did they have you on like a leash? You're mentioning that they had to like you pull them back, and you're doing work for Alderheart, and why?
I mean, some of us do the work for the city because we love the city, and we want people to be safe, regardless
Oh, is that why you do it?
of the leash that they put us on. Sorry, I had a bit of dust in my throat.
And- oh, sorry. I should probably redust this bar.
Put my name on the list. Okay, I'm doing it.
Wonderful, wonderful. So he pulls out like a pen and a sheet of paper. And he's, what's your name then? Pez? P-E-Z? Do you have a surname that you would like to go by, or is it just
Yeah,
Pez?
I'm Pez Pingo.
Pango. I know your family. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I read the books your father writes. Well,
Oh,
and
he's
I also
wicked.
used to read the columns that he used to write in the newspaper. He was one of the only ones that ever got what the common people wanted.
Yeah, he's a smart fella, I think. I should probably check in on them, actually. I haven't been there yet, and maybe that's a little rude. I've been here for some days, and I should probably say
You've
hi.
been here and haven't seen your family yet.
Don't tell them. I'll make my way over there.
Secret safe with me, Pez. Well, how about this? For saving Alderheart last night, compete for free. This one time. But if you fail, I'm going to charge you next time.
That's fair. I imagine it costs a lot to have people sit in the seats and, keep the lights on and things.
All right, the sarcasm is not really appreciated, Pez. I charge
What?
because it,
Sarcasm.
it all technically goes to the symphony afterwards. Whatever.
I mean, their jackets.
Have you
do
seen
look
that
very
building?
nice.
That thing takes a lot of upkeep.
I imagine the dust and all the crevices.
Unbelievable amounts.
There's so many crevices.
Wild amounts of crevices. Did you see those chairs? And they're all of inlays in them and things. And there's just crevices all over the place.
It
Speaking
looks
of,
nice.
People get paid over there. They may want to check up on the receptionist. There was nobody there when we went in. Somebody could have just gone in, go to the stage, got on the stage without anybody's asking, Crazy.
Generally, the guards at the front of the neighborhood keep out of the riffraff, as it were. But I suppose they probably should have just locked the doors, but they were in practice today, so maybe they just didn't mind.
You never know.
Right then. Pez Pango, tonight, there will be a couple of performances before we do the competition and things of that nature, so it'll be, later towards the evening. If you show up around, 9 or 10 o'clock, probably a pretty good time.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
And then we'll draw lots to see who goes first. And we'll see if there's any other people competing as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we're all gonna be good friends.
I'm sure of it.
Well, it was nice meeting you. We'll see you later tonight.
He gives you a nice, half bow and says, wonderful meeting you, Pez, and you as well, finally armored friend.
Lucky, but it's like Lucky's.
Lucky!
Yeah.
Lovely name, Lucky.
Lucky's the best. Teach me so many things. You gotta teach me how to shoot those arrows later, because I missed a lot last time.
You do some. Eliza's got the extra arrows now. Maybe you can.
Yeah, all of the arrows.
Every arrow. I was gonna buy some from Liza.
I should probably appreciate it.
Alright,
Okay. So you guys leave the Crowned Cormorant, having signed up for a musical competition, and head back towards the new and improved Eliza's Emporium. But sadly, that's where we're going to have to end tonight's show. So that's going to be it. And we'll have to pick up next week, episode 7, with being at Eliza's Emporium, figuring out what the council wants, and potentially Pez earning a harp and getting into the symphony. Put a lot of question marks on that one. But hey, it was really fun. Thanks for playing tonight, guys. I super duper appreciate it. And audience, thanks for being here with us. We're going to do some shout outs, send it around the world, as it were. And, then we'll call it an evening. Maliveth, who played Pez today, where can the people find you at?
Hi, my name is Maliveth. My chair keeps on sinking and I keep raising it up, but it just goes back down. So that's fun. I draw a lot of stuff. I stream 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I normally just draw things, but I think I might start Jedi Fallen Order. Thanks, Simply Jackson. I might start that soon.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, I wasn't super
Nice.
into it, but there's some tough looking awesome ladies in there and I want to meet them
Yeah.
and be their friend.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for playing tonight.
Thanks.
Roberto, where can the people find you at?
Oh, places around the internet, usually on Twitter, either shit posting or retweeting cool stuff. At twitter.com/bonus stage Rob. That's me. Eventually I'll be streaming on Twitch. Well, won't that be something? At twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob, because spaces. And
Spaces are whack, dude.
spaces are whack. I'm here on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern playing Eli Briarwood, a beautiful, handsome hedge cleric. And also, on what day of the week is that? Sunday. There we go. I couldn't remember. I've only been playing that game for, 5 months now. At twitch.tv/game nights. That is game with 2 G's, like GG, and a K, as in the dude with the sword, a knight. Whoa. Twitch.tv/game nights, where I play a Monster of the Week campaign every other Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. I play a Steely boy. I like this. I like to steal shit and hunt monsters. It's fun. Join us, won't you?
Awesome, dude. Thank you very much. The Lady May, where can people find you at?
Well, they can find me at the Lady May, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. Pretty much the same everywhere, and that's MEA. And yeah, I post paintings and cats and photos of dice. And yeah, just generally hanging out on the internets.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Last and certainly not least, Simply Jackson. Where can the people find you at?
Hello. You can find me at SimplyJXN, no underscore on Twitter, and then with an underscore on Twitch, Simply JXN. I am not doing anything special lately. Just doing a lot of D&D and playing video games.
Temtem? You've been playing Temtem.
I've been playing Temtem a lot on my stream, and then I'm in 4 campaigns, both online and offline in D&D right now, and it's just so much fun. And but yeah, mostly if you guys want to keep up with any of that content, you can check me out over on Holy Smokes, you just got gifted subs.
I see that now. Thank you.
Twitter's the best.
So
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Cool. Thank you. Hi. Also, first thanks, Merc. Jesus, Mercury Ion gifting subs out to the community. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy your emotes and your badges and things of that nature. Thank you, and welcome to the factory. This is my channel. I'm Runaway Robot. We do Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I'm also streaming a whole bunch of stuff. We're working our way through Disco Elysium, and I've been taking my sweet time with it. We read pretty much everything, which has kind of been awesome. But we should be finishing that up in the next week or so, probably in the next week if I get a good session in on Sunday, and then we'll be doing other stuff. But on Thursdays, you can find us here playing Alderheart, a Humblewood D&D game, and it's freaking awesome with these lovely people here. So thank you again, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I super duper appreciate it. If you want to get caught up on all this stuff, or if you missed any of this stuff, you can go to YouTube, Runaway Robot. You can go to Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and go to DieFall Dungeons and Dragons. And you can follow the Twitter, DieFall_RPG. And that's where you can kind of find all this stuff. And until next Thursday.